Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream on the twitch.tv/Ronan Pawnses. How are you doing today, is the question I'll ask. We're playing Kerbal Space Program for the first time in, I think, 2 weeks or so. Is that making your day better? How are you doing today? Are you feeling alone in a crowd? Greetings, Earthlings, says New York Rangers fan. Hello, Hologram 1 and a guy called Pi and the 14th Doctor. We need more KSP on these streams, says a guy called Pi, and then Hologram 1 says, yay, KSP is gonna die! Hello, Pawn, my beautiful flower, and other lings, and hiya, Pawn. Hello, Mage Lord Exelbirth. Just reading it all. Hey, you stupid, sexy Pawn. How you doing? How you doing? Are you feeling alone in a crowd? Feeling alone in a crowded room. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program, ladies and gentlemans. Man, we got this channel on the Discord server at discord.ronanpawn.com called Feels, and just in general, since the moderators came up with that friggin' channel, God, the Discord server has been just so, like, emotionally and soulfully relevant and stuff. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it, because I just feel responsible. I feel like I need to pop in every time I see something and be like, let me help you with that, because I've been through that, know exactly what's going on, but at the same time, it's like, Hi, Pawn, I'm good, dude. How you doing, says Archrochi. I'm good. I'm good. I have spent a number of days going out. We went out on Wednesday, and Greg and I played the open mic night at the New Way Bar, which was me on the drums and him on guitar and vocals, and there's a video of that at the Ronan Pawn Presents channel, the first video to upload to that channel in 14 months. There's a video of that, what my phone grabbed of it before it said, alright, that's enough, and then just shut itself down. But there's a video of that, so I was out that night, and then, what's today? It's Sunday now? So last night, I went out to see one of Greg's shows. First time playing as a new thing. Was it Run from the Future? I think was the name of the act. He and a pianist at electronic music, and I don't know her name, and I don't know anything because I am alone in a crowd. I'm alone in a crowded room. Both of the nights that we went out, you know, when I'm not on stage, I'm just kind of sitting there and the world's passing around me, and I feel comfortable, but, yeah, I'm pretty much it's just me here. Like, what I'll do is I'll just sort of set my eyes somewhere in the room, where I think people would, like, you know, if they saw me looking in that direction, they'd go, oh, he's looking at X, and that would be okay. I'll just set my eyes over there and I'll watch the whole room, just 210 degrees of just watching everything going on and being generally the weirdest person in a room. And somehow, for some reason, wherever I sit down in a room, people just flock away. They just move away from me. I sit down at the bar and, you know, people are sitting on either side of me. It's the last seat, and shoot, by the end of, like, the second song, there's, like, this giant hole in the crowd where everyone has left where the Ronan Pawn was sitting. I am alone in a crowded room. Pawn, so long as you stay clear of NSFW, you'll miss out on the major heart-to-heart, says Hologram 1. I've never been in that room yet. Pawn must visit the NSFW channel, it's the best, says Why Are There No Names. Is it? What soul, says Why Are There No Names? You know, the one that you get with your breakfast cereal. You open it up, and it's this one free soul in every box. You pop it open. Hey, it comes in a plastic bag. It's kind of cheap and disposable, but, you know, they give you a free soul. At least Kellogg's does. Kind of their way of making up for, you know, being pro-carbonic acid to clitoris in their early days. They were kind of, you know, selling the not frosted flakes as a means for stemming masturbation. It's kind of their way of giving back. They hand out souls now for free, and, you know, that and a whistle, so, you know, one of those is of some value. Hello, I am the Zavy Downs, the Zavy Downs. Hello, Zavy Downs. I'd sit with you, Pawn. I'd sit on you, Pawn. Says, I am alone in a crowded room, and I know that from the conversations on the Discord server that many of you have that experience as well. And I actually I didn't want to turn it into a Zen day or anything like that, but I did want to talk about some experimentation I did with that once upon a time. Oh, you're so pretty. I forgot how sometimes this game can be pretty. I mean, before you get intensely frustrated and can't see it anymore, it can be sometimes pretty. So, there was a certain point between being a homeless Christian disciple vagrant and checking into the Zen Center. If you put all this together, you can see the trail of breadcrumbs leading into the Zen Center. Between those 2 points, I built this space station. No, this is a different period in the life. We're putting a ring around my PBR hammer, and this is how far we are. Today we're gonna finish the damn thing, is my goal. Anyway, there was a time where it occurred to me that in all my life, I'd been the sort of guy, you know, stuck-up, snobby, intellectual, thinks-he-knows-it-all prick, who would look at things in popular media, who'd hear the Britney Spears on the radio and that sort of stuff, and just down his nose like, there's no point to that. It's just to sell you whistles and souls and Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, is the kind of person I was. And I realized that about myself. And I decided, you know what? Honestly, I'm not having as much fun in this here life as other people seem to be having. And I've always had a stick up my ass about, you know, being part of this popular scene and pop music and club music and boom, 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 and all that kind of thing. I've always had a stick up my ass about that. You know, I don't want to have anything to do with that. That's lowbrow. That's stupid. How do I know if it's lowbrow or stupid? I've never done it before. So, I went out of my way, from being a homebody to being a person who went out to local bars. We went out to a particular sports bar. It was themed, it said sports bar in the name of it, but it wasn't really a sports bar by the time I found it. Where they played, you know, Britney Spears club music, dance music, get out there and try and get people moving and stuff. And I'm definitely not the kind of guy to dance, you know, back then. No. That's just, what? Nah. I'm gonna go into a crowd of strangers, stand out on a dance floor and try to move to these stupid songs that have no meaning. They're just there to sell whistles out of carbonic acid clitoris flakes. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I decided I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go out to the bar, and my whole goal is just going to be to, like, hang out, meet new people, do things I've never done before, dance to songs that I hate. No swearing, this is a Christian server, Pawnee. No, I haven't sworn, have I? Carbolic, clitoris acid, that's Kellogg's branding. That's not me. Thank you for the cheers, a guy called by. I decided I was gonna go out and do it. I was gonna go out and dance and all the things that I don't usually do, so that I'd know what it was about, so I'd know why other people did that. And I did. And now I know why other people do that, because I had a lot of fun. I met people who I never would have met. You know, maybe they're not, like, we don't share interests necessarily. We're not going to have the conversation about, I don't even know what I have interest in anymore. But, you know, we don't necessarily have the same frame of reference, but we had a great time together. It was fun meeting them. They enjoyed, you know, me, and I enjoyed them, and I got out on the dance floor and danced, and maybe looked stupid, maybe a couple of times looked really cool, and maybe, just once, for a femtosecond, I might have looked sexy. We're not sure. It's kind of like a clitoris thing, and there's a Wookiee in the woods, and then it's carbonic acid. It's a rare thing, is what I'm saying. It might not have happened, it might have happened, you have to believe in it. But I went out, and I decided that I was going to investigate the portions of life that I always felt were beneath me, and that's lowbrow. And I found out why other people do it. It's fun. You get to meet people, and you're, you know, free, and just, you know, you're not trying to be you, or represent who you are or anything like that. You're just out, enjoying life. 'Cause you can. And that was a stepping stone into the Zen Center, of all things, was going to bars and meeting people who I usually would not, and doing things that I usually would not. And I learned how to not feel alone in a crowd, and step one is getting up and going over to people that you don't want anything from. You know? That's important. I feel like a lot of us who are in that category of loners and, you know, people who sit waiting, hoping that somebody comes over, but not hoping, because I don't want to admit that, but, you know, quietly you're kind of hoping that somebody will come over and then it'll just work out and you don't have to do anything. It's important to, like, go to people not wanting anything from them. That's pretty freeing. That's how I recommend you do that. Go up to people you haven't met, not just the pretty ones who you're attracted to, okay? Not just members of the opposite gender or same gender, but you know what I'm saying. You go over without wanting anything from anybody, and just say, hey, how you doing? And just start talking. And that's it. And it's as simple as that. And just go without wanting anything from them. Very freeing, very liberating. You get to see what the rest of the world has been doing while you've had, you know, your head up your ass. And looking down your nose at the world and saying, I'm not gonna do with this music and those people, and, you know, they just go out and get drunk and act like idiots, and yeah, you know why they do? It's fucking fun. Go try it. You'll know. What I'm saying is get out of your comfort box. Now that said, I did that a number of years ago, and I learned how to do that, and these days, I went out the last couple of nights that I've been out, and I was the guy just sitting there, and the world's going around him, and I didn't reach out to anybody. I find myself in a new, interesting position where I'm alone in the crowd, which is that I want to interact in a more interesting way. And I don't think anybody else is, like, with me. And I want to kind of screw with everybody's head. I need to find a crowd who's ready to interact in a far more interesting way. But yeah, for you, I recommend going out and trying it. You've never tried it before, you know, whoever the people are who you'd say, no, those aren't my people, and whatever the activities are that you'd say, no, those aren't my activities. Go out and do it. Throw yourself in. Don't expect or demand anything from anyone else. You know, go somewhere where it doesn't matter if everybody by the end of the night hates you. You leave bad impressions, you could just never come back. Take all the pressure off and just do things that make no sense. Talk to people who you wouldn't usually talk to, who you don't want nothing from. And, okay, here's another thing that you could do. Alright, I'm going to help you. My one last thing, and then we can actually start building this damn ring here. The one last thing that I'm going to do to try and help you is I'm going to show you some video footage of what you can do if you're trying to, you know, blend into a crowd that you've never been with before. So, what you want to do, I found this example. This is from, Majora's Mask. Okay? So just watch what Link does here. You see that movement there? I'm going to play it again. I'm going to pause. I'm going to play it for you again. All right? Watch Link. Watch as he moves like this. All right? He comes in. He does a little swishy thing. It's kind of effeminate. It's like, wow, is this the, lead character for a game who's got a sword on his back? But look at him, huh? Look at how he moves. It's weird, isn't it? He looks sexy. He looks awkward. But he looks comfortable in his own skin. He looks awkward because of what you expect from him. See, you just watch Link. Watch as he moves right here. See that? See him moving like that? Majora's Mask? Look at that. Okay? Oh, well, okay. And then you just get into it. You just get into it. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Boom, 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 boom. And then he just, see that? See him getting into it? He's feeling the groove. He's feeling sexy. Oh, look at his face. Look, now he's really into it. Holy crap. Link, with a come hither stare, who's he looking at? Oh, he's looking at the masked dude. Oh, and then, oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, boom, 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 boom. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to do just in the club. You know, you go out to the club and look at him. He's breaking it down. Wick, 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 wick. He's spinning the disc. It's just, he's doing that thing, whatever it was in the 90s they did with the scratching of the record albums, just ruining them. And now he's tired and he's just sort of breathing it out. And look, everyone in the club loves him. They're applauding and whatnot. That's what you want to do, everybody. Now you know. Now you know. Cheer 5 Pawn, what the fuck? Hey, a guy called Pie, this is a family-friendly stream, don't curse. The Game Grumps are playing Majora's Mask, and they get to a certain scene, and there was that little bit of animation where Link does this swooshy kind of a thing, and it just caught my eye, and I was like, wow, that looked really, like, swooshy and effeminate, and So I downloaded the episode and edited it into into that thing that you just watched. You're welcome. Family friendly? We'll see about that. It doesn't have to be, you know. That's the thing, is I just want to interact in a more interesting way, and I'm not sure if you guys are ready to handle it. Why, Paul, and why, says a guy called Pie. 'Cause I can. And that's why you need to get out there and something and the other do with the, yeah. Go dancing to, you know, pop music that, you know, really it was, you know, it's just designed to sell, t-shirts or whatever. It's just designed to, you know, they're earworms. Whatever. Get out there and let the worm into your ear and enjoy it and find out what it's about, because you don't know. Okay, people. Apparently, I have to actually start building this now, because we've done the whole Link breakdancing thing. Only thing I'm addicted to is memes, is a guy called Pie. We'll work on that. Have you thought about carbonic acid? Or, I don't. Is it carbolic? Is it carbonic? Carbomic? Carbon? Is it alcoholic? Is it alcoholic acid? Because I'm gonna have some PBR if we're gonna get started on this. So, guy called Pie Cheering 5. Some people find God, others find the rodent pawn. I know which one I prefer, says a guy called Pie. If you find one, you find the other. Buddhist philosophy. So, we have been building the space station for, I don't know, 5 or 6 live streams, I want to say. Because first it was conceptualized, and we built it in the VAB all put together. And then we started moving things up here, dragging the pieces up. We now have all of the pieces in place. We have started assembling one side of the ring. And now we have to assemble, you know, the rest of it. Well, carbonic acid is just soda, says New York Rangers fan. Well, then why were they putting it on Clitoris as Kellogg's family-friendly breakfast cereal? You used to get, you know, maybe it was like a little can of soda, and you were supposed to put it on your daughter's... I don't want to get into it, but that's what the Kellogg company was all about up front. That's what they were... There's some weird things in American history. What we have here is a big friggin' mess that I have to deal with now. What we have here is a failure to communicate. How am I gonna do this? What's the best way to proceed from here? So what we need to do is, in the end, these are going to be 2 halves of rings, and the 2 halves are going to have to be disconnected, and they're going to have to be pushed into place. Now the halves have control points here, where we've got monoprop on board, and we've got some control authority to be able to push them into place. So that's where we're heading with that. This is our tow ship, the Pilgrim, and it's been towing everything around using an adapter that I made. It's way back there. I could zoom in, couldn't I? Using an adapter that I made for its small docking port to a large docking port. We've been doing all the dragging around there. But where I'm sitting right now is that I kind of want to leave this half of the ring where it is, because putting that last piece into place is going to happen after we detach this side of the ring. It's got to be out floating on its own, then we put that last piece in place, and then it's got to push itself back in and snap. So I don't want to deal with that any more than I want to deal with the crap that's in my throat. I'm fine. I'm fine. So, I want to work on the other half of the ring. Here's the problems. This, which looks like it's already attached, hey, we just saved ourselves some time, is upside down. This one is not attached properly. It needs to be attached from this side instead of this side. Also, this thing is just going to be up here forever when I detach it. I have no means of deorbiting that. I'll probably have to push it down with the Pilgrim, and then... Magic one, pop off! Magical pop off? Magical pop off is now following! Thank you for the carbonic acid. My daughter is not going to have sexual pleasure for the rest of her life. Cheer 55, parallel, did you accidentally with the 50? Hey, made it to a stream again. Been a couple of them, says Parallel. Alright. Alright, thank you for the cheer. I think what I need to do right now, what I want to do right now, is I want to take this piece of the ring and attach it to this middle bit. Or attach the middle bit to this piece. I have to figure out which way it's going to attach in order to make sure that my logos are right side up. If I didn't care about the logos being right side up, then we could twist this one into place. We'd already be one piece, you know, nearer to where we're going. But I do kind of care, so I'm not going to do that. Shoot. Alright, figure it out, Pawn. So, if this weren't here, I need my rodent pawns with their butts down there. Okay, butts on this side of things. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Butts on this side of things. So, you would attach from that side to there. And that side would go on there, and then that would have the butts in the right position. Yeah, which means if that side would attach to there, then eventually this would be attached to here. So what I can do is I can get the tow ship to come over, grab on to this guy. Now which side do I want to grab onto this guy? Because what I want is yeah, I mean it's curved in a certain way, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, of course it is, Pawn. Right, so this, in order to be correctly onto this one, would have to be this attached to this? Does that seem right to everybody? The problem is that with this particular one, I'm not sure what is right side up and what is right side down, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to figure it out. So I'm just going to go with this one being attached to that one, which means we detach this, we come over with the tow ship, we link up to it there, and then we back it into that. Cheer 5 Pawn, can you tell them that I told them that they told me that I'm a... He heard! He heard. I saw you guys in Discord jumping up and down on him. Didn't know if I should involve myself. I did just recently do a Zen's Day about, like, the benefits of being crushed. I felt a little awkward and uncomfortable about it myself. Hologram 1. The Kellogg Company started as a company trying to reduce people's sexual desires. Dr. Kellogg prescribed cornflakes, a deliberately bland cereal, because he believed tasteless food would curb sexual desire, and to reduce growing children's desires to masturbate. Performed circumcisions on boys, and applied acids, not asses, but acids to the clitori of girls. Kellogg was a Puritan fundamentalist. Tony the Tiger. Wow. Frosted. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. That's my country. Don't wear it out. So I'm going to detach that. I think we're at the point where I need to transfer some monoprop over before we start doing anything else, though. So let me do this. You're the source. Pin you up here. I need to transfer some monoprop into our tow ship. And that's a bit of an issue. It's slightly problematic because... What? No, I was clicking on this. Yeah, that. Because the fuel tanks are embedded in such a way that it's rather difficult to see what the hell I'm looking at when I'm looking at it. What about you? Yeah, there you go. There you go. We're going to top off at least some of these tanks. Is there something above you? No, there isn't. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. So, out from the main and into the tow ship, so that we've got enough monoprop to finish this whole thing. This is going to be hellacious. It's going to be horrible. It's going to take ages. It's going to be a grind. It's going to suck. We're all gonna want our clitori, you know, melted off by the time we're done with it. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because once we're done with it, I'm done with Kerbal Space Program for a bit. Or if I'm not, then, you know, I'll at least be able to come back and do something that's not so much a grind. But I set this goal in front of myself, the notion of building a ring, you know, properly building it, not just shipping it up here, but building a ring in space, and now I have to finish for some reason. Cheer 5, what's a bit, Pawn? What's a bit? Says the guy Cold Pie. What's that? See the thing that you just did? You just gave me 5 bits. So that's what it is. It's money for me. You just gave me a nickel. Thanks for the nickel. You want to put, like, a second digit after that 5 next? But he wants to know more of John Harvey Kellogg. Oh, good. Yes, the bastard. How the hell is that company still around? How do they get away with it? Well, because apparently puritanical Christianity was just... It was booming. It's still booming, isn't it? Ice Cream Pong, you need to rename the station because it's not a hammer anymore. Fair enough. Let's do that after we've got a ring around it. Cheer 5. So what comes after KSP? Asked Mage Lord Exelbirth. To which a guy called Pi replies, Stage 9, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe KSP won't completely go away. Maybe it'll just, you know, every now and then pop up. Maybe I'll come up with something that I want to do in here other than this, but... maybe. Focus on what you're doing right now. I'm going to, first off, F5 from here, so that I've got the fuel transfer even if I screw this all up. We're going to decouple that node. You go a free floating, and then we're going to decouple this node as well. Undock. Give me control of, not you. Oh, maybe it was you. There you go. You. I want control of you, and give me RCS, and SAS, and... Are we... Okay, I couldn't tell that we were detached from the ship. Okay, so over here, and then RCS off. Okay, it's been a minute since I Kerbaled, so just give me, you know, an hour or so to get my bearings again, and then we'll actually start accomplishing something. Yeah. Look at that! He's brilliant. He's already lined it up. It's perfect. Don't worry, it's... Look! Almost, and boom, connected. H, and then push me over toward it. I'm gonna move over here now. Looks like we're gonna need a bit of this as well. Some N. I'm gonna catch up to it. What are we doing? I could set it as the target and make it easier. I don't know. Hasn't really been easier. I don't think there is an easier option for what we're doing right now. How we doing on monoprop? 99.68. Oh, we got tons of the stuff. Tons of the stuff, considering what we're doing here and how much of it we actually need. How we doing on getting close to it and then accidentally hitting it and then everything's really hard and doesn't work anymore? Let's try and not do that. Look at this. Look at it, and then maybe just a little bit out, and then there you go. RCS off, so we don't waste it. Boom. So I got the piece that I wanted attached. We're gonna have 5 from here. And I'm just gonna hope that I'm doing this right. I'd love to see Pawn play the new Quake, says why are there no new... There's a new Quake? There's a new Quake! I used to be quite good at the, Capture the Flag mod for the original Quake, and I mean, you know, just Quake. It wasn't Quake 1, it was just Quake. Give me that. Push me out a little bit in this direction. Well, we spin. We don't have to worry about, making sure that our docking ports connect at just the right place because we've got a wonderful friggin' mod, that I can't remember what it's called, but it's allows docking ports to be, spun after they're attached, after they've connected to one another. And that's going to be the saving grace of this whole thing, otherwise it just would have been impossible. Which way? Give me an I and take me up. Like that. Give me target on that for no reason, because I'm not going to use the interface whatsoever. If you could at least aim the camera toward that part of things. Cheer 5. He hasn't tried Train Fever yet, which is good, because it's not great. What? Did you send me that? What? Why are you against your own thing that you sent me? I think I'm pushing in the wrong direction? Yes, I was. Okay. And then over here... I need to zoom out so I can actually see what's happening. Okay, you need to, yeah, I'm wasting monoprop by doing that, but screw it. Screw it! Okay, it's not easy, is what I'm gonna say. To be cheesy, being cheesy, it ain't easy. You could ask Kellogg, he knows all about it. That's the way you want to go. And then, because we've only got control authority from one end of the ship, we have to use the SAS to sort of pull against itself and then fire at just the right times in order to then stop it and have control. It's not been an easy process, being cheesy. D&D, but with anime and guns and hackers and AIs. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds fun. I'm into that. Okay, and now, can I, what's it gonna be, an N to push me in? N to push me in, and if I can... No, wrong way. K, 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 K. There you go. Yeah, we're good. We're good as long as we're still mostly in line. And if we're not, I can do a little bit of spin. Can do a little bit of spin like that, and boom, we got it. We got it! I think. Do we have it? Or, Gene? Gene, do we have it? Do we have it, Gene? We have capture. Or we will in a moment. There we go. RCS off. We've done it. We've attached two pieces together. And actually, they're kind of in the right position. I'm blown away at my ability to accidentally put these, you know, more or less, because I don't give a crap. If they'll go together, then I'm done. But look, we got the right curve and everything. I don't know if this is going to be, if you're going to be upside down in this part of the ship or not. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think you will, because look, the probe is currently upside down. So I think this was intended to be put on the other way, this side to that. I could care less at this point. I mean, there's no such thing as up and down in space, right? If we were spinning the ring, there would be. We're not going to spin the ring, it's just there to look cool. What sounded racist, the 14th Doctor? Check out a game called Nantucket. I legitimately think you'd enjoy it greatly. Nantucket? Is it about wings? I loved that show. Is it about wings? Are you familiar with the show Wings? It was on Nantucket. Or is it like a Stephen King video game adaptation of a movie that was a movie adaptation of a book? Because that sounds like it would really preserve the original intent. Would really, I'm sure they'd... Paul, when you said K, you said it 3 times K. Oh! Oh, okay, I see. I did that once, I didn't intend to either. There was some girl at, like, in college or something was doing the thing where you go, oh! And then she says, P. I'm like, what? She said, you said O. She said P, it's the next letter. And I went, oh, okay, I see. And I didn't intend to. But those are all letters, and she was just like, ah. Nantucket is a whaling game, says Hologram 1. Oh, well, that's racist, right? That's... What the Japanese are doing to the whales is racist. Or speciest, or something. Where am I gonna put this stupid friggin' thing? Like, my problem is this. This is now my problem. Because I want to get at that one. It's the easiest one to get it. To get at. To get it. But I need to get rid of that. And I don't think that it will make it down to the atmosphere if I just spin and toss. Screw it, let's try it. We'll try it. We're going to do a spin and toss maneuver. So give me this and pin it. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin the space station. We're going to spin the space station, and then when that's kind of headed in the direction of our retrograde, we're going to click the decouple node thing, and hopefully it'll have enough force to whip it back to where it's the retrograde, the part that we're releasing, its periaps rather, will be in atmosphere. So control from here for my rotational majiggers that I'm going to do. Pure 5 Pwn, I saw this video about Detroit public transport today and why it's failing, and as somewhat of a public transport nut, I was wondering where you stand on it as a Detroitian. We call them Detroiters here. A guy called by. I don't really know because I haven't, actually I do have some positions on, mass transit in Detroit. Let me tell you as I spin. Is this gonna be a spin? It's gonna spin like, oh wow. It's very heavy and gangly and googly. But yeah, this should work. This should work. So, what I have heard, I don't know because I don't use the bus system in Detroit. I've been on a Detroit bus once. We were going out for fun, so we didn't matter whether or not, you know, the bus was on time or anything like that. Wasn't a big deal whether or not it came when it was supposed to. But what I have heard of the Detroit bus system is that you just cannot trust it at all. It's 20 minutes either side of when they're supposed to be there is when they'll be there, or worse. Just wait there and it never comes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Decoupling node. Now. Okay, we've released that part. And go ahead and turn SAS on, and maybe you can stop yourself. And I'm going to go over here and see. Our periapse on this guy is now 64 kilometers. It worked. It worked. This is now being deorbited. So I'm happy for that. It actually worked out for us. And now we'll wait for the space station to stop spinning. So, if it's true, then that's a major problem, and it's actually also an opportunity for like an enterprising capitalist to come in and say, you know what? I mean, they got bus stops. People are waiting for the buses. Why don't we just put our own buses on the lines and take Detroit's business away from them by being a dependable bus? And then you get privatization of the bus system. And there's a lot of things in Detroit. For as much of a socialist as I am, the way they manage Detroit, I am on board for a lot of privatization in this city. But yeah, if you can't trust the bus system in a city where there are a lot of people who are below the poverty level threshold and who therefore can't afford cars and the insurance for cars and all of the documents and the licenses and all that kind of stuff, and maybe don't have them or can't get them anymore, who need a reasonable transport system they can rely on, your entire city is broken based on the fact that your bus system doesn't work. You know, people can't get jobs. They can't turn the economy around. That's the situation you're left in. Tier 5, I was more talking about the fancy things you have downtown, like the streetcars and the Metro People Mover thingies, says a guy called Pie. I'm getting to that because now we have something called the Q. We've got the People Mover, which is a downtown thing that moves you just around downtown from very walkable distances, basically. It moves you from, like, there's a bus station and a YMCA near one of the stops, and then you can go over to the Cobo Hall where they used to do the hockey games and stuff like that, and then you can take it over to the Greektown casinos and restaurant strip, but it's this very small, elevated train that's really like a tourist attraction. It's not particularly useful for anyone who actually lives and works in the city. I mean, for some people, I'm sure it works out, but it's a very, very small group of people who have found a way to actually use the People Mover. So the People Mover is something that is not, you know, paying for itself in terms of how many people use it, because it's not particularly functional. So what they just got done building is they called it the Q, which I find a very interesting choice. I'm going to warp to try and get this thing to stop vibrating so much, which is not something I usually say. They've got the Q, which is an interesting title for something that people will be like using as a means of public transport. It's the Q. Oh, good. It's just a big long line, is it then? Apparently, Detroiters are not familiar with you know, the English language, or at least the people naming these things. So yes, we've got the Q, which goes straight up Woodward. And on a recent live stream, someone was noting, I just looked at a picture of Detroit. My God, you have the longest, straightest roads I've ever seen, and that's because it's a city. It's Détroit. You know, it was built. French architectural, French city planning, and French city planning of that era was very much have a center and then spokes that go off in all directions, big, thick, long roads. So we do have those. The Q goes up one of them called Woodward. And here's the problem with the Q. It's a really good idea. Woodward is the main road. You can get anywhere in the city from Woodward that you want to go. If you're getting off of the Q on Woodward, you're probably, you know, next to where you want to go to. There's, you know, the library, the college campus. It can take you all the way straight downtown where, you know, the Fox Theater and Comerica Park where the baseball games are and all that kind of stuff can get you anywhere. Here's the problem. You have to park your car somewhere, okay? The Q needs to be designed for people who don't live in Detroit to be able to come to Detroit, park their car up north, out of the inner city, and then get on the Q and make use of it. What it's useful for right now is basically just the college kids on the Wayne State campus. And maybe some people who work down there. That's not a good idea. What they need, that they didn't do and apparently no one thought of, is a parking structure at the north end of the Q, where people from suburbia can come into Detroit, park north while they're still, like, kind of outside of Detroit in a parking structure that doesn't cost them $20 for the day or for the 5 hours that they're going to be at a game or something like that. It needs to be cheap, or else no one will use it, and then you don't make any money. So you gotta keep it cheap. $5 for 5 hours or something like that. Park here. Parking structure, north. You park your car there, you get on the queue, you get to have the experience of riding the queue down, and then you get to be out and going to the different places in Detroit, and you can be drinking and all that kind of stuff, knowing that at the end of the night, you can take the queue to a place that's 24 hours, a Coney Island that's on Woodward, have some bite to eat, get back on the queue, go up to your car. By the time you get there, you sobered up enough to drive home. Like, apparently no one thought about this, and they developed more useless, infrastructure that's just a waste of the taxpayer dollar in Detroit. So I have this mental image of downtown Detroit being completely deserted 24/7. Is that accurate? Says a guy called by. Not at all. Downtown Detroit is where all of the money in Detroit goes. Pawn, that's never going to happen. Parking cheap, says RMAJ. $20 in the city is basically what you usually have to pay wherever you go. But downtown Detroit is very bustling. That is where all the tax dollars go. We've got 3 goddamn casinos in Detroit generating money for the city, which is a capitulation for any city, or not a capitulation, it's a cop-out is what it is. It's a, we need more money, where do we get it? Let's have some casinos. There's a lot of problems with that. Crime and addiction and the impact, like bad things come with casinos. So if you're going to decide to do casinos, it's always a thing where you went, I think we have to do casinos. We have 3 casinos in Detroit, and we still don't have enough money to provide basic services to the citizens of Detroit. Because this thing is so friggin' large. The area that Detroit is on the map is friggin' huge. There's downtown Detroit, and then there's Detroit. And the amount of, like, land area and square miles is ridiculous for any place. It might have, I suppose it made sense back when there were just millions of people and it was a booming, you know, industrial revolution town. We were making all the cars, the Motor City. It's not that anymore. We cannot maintain this amount of, you know, square mileage with this income. Even with 3 casinos, you know, encouraging the population to become addicted to... But where the tax dollars go is into securing downtown Detroit to make it seem safe for the gentrified folks who want to come out to Detroit and have some fun but don't want to deal with what's actually going on in Detroit. So downtown Detroit is a relatively safe space in the, you know, where the tall buildings are and stuff. My aunt likes to go to the casinos down there, and she's actually been stopped by an officer. They were leaving the casino, and they decided, we're just going to walk and try and find, you know, some little random place to eat that we've never, you know, ate at before. We've never been to before down in Detroit. And it's about, like, 2 a.m., because they're out at a casino, so, you know, it's a casino night. Let's go walking, let's find a place to eat, just for fun. Okay. They start walking, they get, like, a block away from the main Greek town area, and a cop on a bike stops him and says, what are you doing over here? Like, what do you mean? Where are you going? Why are you here? We're gonna go find some place to eat. You shouldn't be here. You need to get back to the Strip. Literally, that was their experience. Like, they have secured a certain area that they consider safe for the public. And then, you know, if people that are trucking themselves in from Holly and Clarkston from an hour outside of Detroit start wandering off just to explore the city, the police are immediately on them going, what are you doing? No, get back over there. That's the safe space. Tier 5, I know literally nothing about Detroit, besides reading how poverty-stricken and deserted and hopeless it was in this one newspaper article I read in 2008. It's better now. It's not great. It's not great. And my biggest problem is that the people who are running the city of Detroit, the city council and everything, they are really trying to push, like, they're hoping that marketing will save Detroit. Because their thing is, like, to sell Detroit as a place where you can come and it's all safe and fun, and come on down to the casinos, and come on down to Comerica Park, and come on down to the Little Caesars friggin' hockey rink. that they just built. That, by the way, they took money away from the school system in Detroit in order to help pay the billionaire who owns Little Caesars build this rink. It's ridiculous. They're hoping marketing will save Detroit by presenting the image that everything's fine, come on down and spend your dollars, people who don't live here. Instead of, you know, actually trying to fix the problems in Detroit. And 3 casinos, we got Ford Field, we got Comerica Park, and now we've got the Little Caesars hockey rink arena, or whatever it is. We got all of that, and that's the Detroit Pistons, too. So now we got football, basketball, hockey, and baseball are all in the city of Detroit, Metro Detroit, and 3 casinos, and all the other, like, business that goes on down here, still don't have enough tax revenue to have police that can respond to calls and shit. So, like, have you not proven to yourself that this bullshit campaign of marketing isn't working? That you're not going to convince enough people that, yeah, come on down and spend your money. It's not working. You actually have to have an engine of economy inside your town. This is not a tourist destination, City Council of Detroit. Surprisingly enough, this is not a tourist destination. Cheer 5, ah yes. Whatever will those poor billionaires do without government subsidies, says Major Exelbert. Yeah, they literally, like, took money that was earmarked for the Detroit public school system out of the Detroit public school system so that they could secure the deal with Matty, whatever his name is, or something, I don't remember, but the guy who owns Little Caesars and who's, you know, wants to build the stadium and that kind of thing. In order to secure that deal, they took money out of the school system to help him build the stadium, to make sure that he built it here, so that they could draw more tax revenue to the city of Detroit, because it's been working so well so far, you fucking idiots. Anyway, what's my next move here? This is a good rant. Thank you for getting me off on the rant. Guy Cold Pie, I think, got me started on that. Marketing? Even I know Detroit is a terrible and not safe place to go, says RMAJ. Ask Rex when he's around. He came to visit me, and I took him on a tour of Detroit. Took him down by Zug Island, where they've got... Zug Island is basically industrial toxic wasteland. There's a little island sitting at the mouth of a river, and they make steel and God knows what else. They make, you know, metals and I don't know. But basically, I don't know if it's changed, but every year Zug Island pays the fines for dumping toxic waste, for not being, you know, environmentally sound according to the law. They just pay the fines because it's cheaper for them to pay the fines rather than upgrade their... That's what it used to be anyway. I don't know if it's changed. But it was cheaper for them to just pay the fines than upgrade their facilities. Which would say to, like, a intelligent city council member, maybe the fines need to be raised. But see, what they're trying to do there, the reason why they maintain that system, was as long as Zug Island is, you know, getting the fines are coming back as tax dollars for the city. So if we make the fines less than it costs them to fix things, then they'll keep dumping sewage into the water supply for the city of Detroit, which will be a bad thing, but we'll be getting money. That's how Detroit works. Kwame Kilpatrick was the fucking mayor. Go look that up. Kwame Kilpatrick, fucking gangsta thug. That may or may not have had a woman named Tamara Green killed. Still, like, we're never gonna know for sure whether or not the mayor of the city of Detroit ordered a hit on a woman, who if the story is what the suspicion was, allegedly, he was sleeping with her. She was, I think she was a prostitute. But, so he was sleeping with her, his wife found out, and then she disappeared from the Manugian Mansion, which is where the mayor of the city of Detroit lives. But here's an idea. Maybe the mayor of Detroit shouldn't live in a mansion. I like the idea of representatives living, and receiving the wage that is, like, appropriate to the average of their constituency. Huh? You know? This is how much money you make. You know, your average constituent in Detroit makes $22,000 a year because it's a very, you know, poverty, you know, so that's what you're going to make as the mayor. I like that idea. And no, you don't get to live in the mayor's mansion. Sorry. We're going to rent it out for parties so we can pay the fucking tax bills so we can hire some cops so that people can have a response time to their priority 2 calls that is less than a fucking hour. Alright, I know I need to actually do something here. True Fav, what are you, Pawn? A communist? Only communist countries like Sweden and the Netherlands do shit like that. What? Kill people? kill the hookers? What? I'm not even sure. Maybe Tamara Green wasn't a prostitute and I've got the story wrong and I'm dishonoring her memory, but there's a dead woman somewhere. And it may have been the former mayor of the city of Detroit who did it. And it seems that we'll never know. That's where I live. How do I... Okay, wait. Next move, Pawn. What if... I went over here, I grabbed this at that end, and then I put it on there. No, it'd be upside down. I have to grab it from this end. And what if I took this, and instead of spinning it around and attaching it, because that's what I'd have to do, I'd have to release it, and then hook it up, and then spin around, and then... No, I'd have to attach from here and then spin around and hook it right back up. What if I brought it over here and attached it to this one? Tier 5. That would be a great way to get politicians to make wages better for the lower classes, Mazord Axelberth. Right? Right? You know? You make the mean income of your constituency. That's your income as, you know, whatever role you're in. Whatever the mean income is for your state, for your county, whatever, you know, your authority level is. That's what you make. If you're the mayor of Detroit, you make the mean income of the citizens of Detroit. So if you want to make more money, then you have to make life better for everyone else. It's almost like you would be forced to do the job that you are supposed to be doing. Crazy. He's crazy is what he is. He's a lunatic. Psycho. I think it would actually be easier to just flip that. Damn it. See, this part is going to be a big problem here. I guess not. It's... Because of how close it is to everything, and I can't really detach this, and then... I mean, I can. And then start pulling pieces off, but it's like I'll be under a time crunch when I start trying to break these pieces off and assemble them, because this will be floating slowly away. If I detach that part first, which it looks like I should. Crazy talk, says Parallel. Crazy talk. What if your constituents is Beverly Hills or Malibu, says New York Rangers fan? Then you're fine, right? I mean, I don't know that, I'm sure the system wouldn't work out somewhere where there's like a, you know... No, because you'd be taking the mean average. So you might have to calculate it a certain way, but no, it should work out. I mean, yeah, if your constituents are of, you know, if you're talking about San Francisco, if you're talking about Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. If you're talking about a very rich area, you know, the rich need to be represented by the rich. Yeah, that's fine. His income can be, his or her income can be, you know, $150,000 a year, $500,000 a year. If the mean averaging, whatever it is, I think that's fair, right? And then the areas where it's shitty, you know, Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. Actually, Oakland has gotten better in California, is what I've heard. Where else would it be? How's Jersey doing? I don't know. But yeah, the impoverished areas of the country, your representatives would... you wouldn't get representatives who were coming in thinking that, ooh, I can turn this into a way to make a bunch of money for me. Because, no, you can't. I mean, you can. Look at what Kwame Kilpatrick did. He had kickbacks aplenty. And he got the city of Detroit to pay out literally millions of dollars to cover up shit that he did. The city council and the law offices that support the city of Detroit, I cannot believe that that was possible. I mean, they were all complicit, is the thing. And that never became, like, as big an issue as it should have been. Because they had to be complicit. I'm not going to talk about Kwame Kilpatrick. I need to assemble some of this ship, don't I? Flint is in Michigan, too? Man, your state is fucked, Runnerpoint. Yeah. Flint is in Michigan, too. Yep. Yep. I don't understand how, like, far north we are, and yet how, like, red we are on the political map, either. It's weird to me. And because what I've always well, not what I've lived in trailer parks and stuff like that. My whole life has been surrounded by, like, you know, poor people and liberally minded people, which tends to come with when you're poor because you can see that other people's plight is your plight. We're all connected and that kind of stuff. And you're not so disconnected because you're, you know, living in your affluent lifestyle. I don't understand how Michigan is a red state. I mean, it's not, like, hardcore red state, but I don't understand how we end up with, you know, voting Republicans in, to the presidency. It's very odd to me. The whole thing is, like, fucking ridiculous. And the politicians are retarded, and the people are slightly less so, but only slightly less so. Scream, Pawn moved to England, we don't have this shit. Almost nowhere near as much so. Anyway, says, I like your hoodie, says Jacob RBX. My hoodie? It's actually, there's no hood to it. To me, this is just a sweatshirt. This is just a sweatshirt, but thank you. I don't have an affinity for Michigan or Michigan State. It's just a sweatshirt. How about move to Canada, Pawn? I can walk to Canada from here. So maybe, yeah. I tried once. They kicked me out. I did live in Canada for like a month, and then they saw me crossing the border back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and said, you know, you're gonna need a green card if you're gonna do that. And I said, oh, okay. And they said, yeah, we're gonna give you a month to get out or get your green card. Oh, okay. So I just, yeah. Even Canada didn't want me. Said, you're an American, right? Yeah. You coming over here from Detroit? Yeah. Get the hell out of here. What the hell's my next move, guys? What the hell's my next move? I'm just gonna make a move. I'm just gonna make a move. I'm just gonna do it. F5. F5? F... Why did the music stop? Oh, I accidentally hit F6. That's why. And I've got the mute mod in so that I can mute things. I'm just gonna make a move. What's the move, Pawn? It's gonna be, I'm gonna undock from here. No, don't. Oh, fucking cocksucker. This game. It was ages that we threw this away. Ages ago we threw this away. And it takes me out to something that I now cannot return from without going out to the tracking station. And because now I'm below, and then that means when I come back from the tracking station, it'll still be in range, and I could still end up controlling it in this fucking game. Oh my god. Kerbal. You just thought of everything, by which I mean nothing. Gameplay related, anyway. Back out to the PBR hammer. You crossed at the wrong part of Canada. Should have crossed in Quebec, says Onkyo1. What? Vaughn, your next move is to quit and play a better game, says Hologram1. Maybe. Maybe. Doesn't the Texan Magisa school teach shooting? It sounds like they teach magic. Pretty sure it's magic that they teach there. Did I... Alright, so nothing that I did before actually happened. Undock, and then can I just... If I double-click, can I switch to it or something? No, now I'm targeting it. Can I... Because if I hit the wrong button, I'm screwed. Right? What if I went over here, and, can I... unset switch to the orbital minutes. Switch to! Yay! Fucking game. Alright, what was the move that you were gonna do, Pawn? I'm making a move. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna flip this thing. Which actually means, ah, crap. It actually means that I need to be in control of the other ship now. And I know that that part is still out there, and it's close enough that if I accidentally go to it, then it undoes everything that I've done. Fucking game. I'll tell you what, I'll just line you up like this, okay? And then we'll F5, and then give me that, and blast me over in the general direction of that, and back out to map mode instead of just using the things, and no, not making a maneuver. Want to, no, no, select the thing, no, yeah, no, damn it. Alright, which one do you think I should hit? Left or right? Because one of them will screw me over. And I don't know. I bet Pawn won't read this chat, says Jacob. Nope. An account of you having done that already, said Runa, until he's done what? All American school children are taught how to deal with an active shooter. They even sell bulletproof backpacks. So said, no, they're not. I mean, they might do, but not all American children are taught to... Are they? Did they change things? Good God. I heard they have drills for that. What the actual F, America, says a guy called... Are they? Really? Good. Okay, yeah, what the actual F? I've got an idea. I go back to the tracking station and I delete that fucking part. That's what you have to do. In this game, you have to force it to behave like a game. Where are you? Where are you? Show me... What are you? I got the Orbital Mimus Pilgrim. No, not the one I want. Shoot. Shoot, is it going to be at the bottom of the list because it's new? Geostationary Golf Tee, Mimus Roller. It's basically debris. 15H... Well, not that. What if I just showed debris? Or, well... I don't know if the game's going to consider it debris. Well, that's a lot of debris I've got. Well, you haven't ticked off everything yet. Hold on, tick it all off. Every single thing that isn't debris, get rid of it. And then go back to... No. Go... Ah! Get me... somewhere near Kerbal, please. Fucking game. Yeah, wow, I've got a cloud of debris, alright. And I'm never gonna find which one it is. Show me also stations. Okay, where's the station? Because it'll be the piece of debris that's really close to the station. Anybody see the station yet? Station. Hey, Pawn, one of your viewers here is a 10-year-old. I think you may want to at least ban him from the chat if you can't ban him from viewing the stream. I don't, it's not my responsibility. This live stream starts up, with the statement that this is a, mature stream. The PBR hammer, debris, and, yeah, I'm not the censorship police over here. That's gotta be it. Maybe. Yeah, it's at the right height, too. 64.6 and climbing. Terminate you. You have been terminated. There you go. And then you. PBR hammer. Go over and fly. Well, we don't have any moderators right now either, says Hologram 1. Well, we're screwed then, because we all know that I'm not a moderator. Hello, Rob Bertrand27. What's a box and a lie, and you'll need to find a better news source. Who? GG Canada. Ooh, can I be a mod? This is where are their names? Absolutely not. Are we good now? Yeah, except for it took me so long to figure out what I was doing that this thing has flown right past everything that was useful. That's okay. Hey, undock you, because I need to flip it and then reattach it. Undock you, and then take me out to not you, but the Pilgrim. Give me some RCS, and push me back in the direction of this thing. I need to grab it from this end, so give me a target there, and turn my RCS off, flip me back over this way. And just do it by eye, Pawn. You always just do it by eye. No, let's go, yeah, go over there. Go over there, please. In fact, do me a time warp in order to get me there. Okay, that ain't working. That ain't working. Give me an N, stay with him, and a K to make this happen a little bit faster. How are we doing on monoprop over here? 95.63. We got tons of monoprop. Feel free to waste it. Don't waste it, Pawn, but feel free to make use of it anyway. Push us in there. Not the right size docking port. Aw, oh, damn it! Fucking cocks... Shit! Fucking, there's a 10-year-old here? Get him the fuck out of here. God fucking cock-sucking damn it, I'm just gonna F9. I'm just gonna F9 because, now I went out to delete that goddamn piece of shit. This fucking game's a piece of ass. Went out to delete that, and because my mind was on that, I got my... I detached from there and forgot the fucking adapter. God, fucking... Just... This game is such a piece of shit! Ah! Did they never play it? I don't think they ever did. I mean, I'd like to hope that they never did, because if they did, and this is what they did, I think your audio levels have dropped a bit, Paul, and you seem quieter right now. Really? I'll tell you what I can do for that. I can do that for that. Sometimes I just have to pop the cable in and out, and the phantom power unit comes back to life. And you F5'd just after making the mistakes. Well, yeah, of course I did. But I'm a lot closer than I was the other way, which is why I came right back here, so that I can put it back together easiest. Just this fucking piece of shit game. I can't believe anybody in this chat has ever defended it and been like,
oh, but it's still, you know, for what it is. I mean, there's nothing in it.
Shut the fuck up. This is just awful. Horrible. Why in God's name would you transfer me out to debris that you know I can't come back, and then make the rules so that you can't come back from the debris once you get out there? Because we're, you know, idiots, and we've never played our own game. Transfer you to debris that's in atmosphere, make the rules so that once you're in atmosphere you can't come back from that debris. Just a horrible, horrible effort by, people who really needed to hire some people who knew how to make games. Would have been a good idea. Just, you know, maybe test the game, maybe have some people play it, maybe not listen to your hug box of people who are like, no, it's good, it's fine, I don't see any problems with that. What kind of problems? There's no problems. Okay, there you go. We're detached correctly this time with an F5, and now I'm in that situation once again, that piece of debris that's been harassing me still exists. I just can't. I can't be bothered. I'm gonna try right. Alright, well that takes me to the ship, which means over here is this. Okay, if I'm very, very careful, I can do this without, you know, the game being shit, making it impossible to do. There you go. Undock from there, and then back over to the hammer. Okay. Good, I guess. Fuck. If someone else has a proper space vehicle build and fly simulator, I'm up for it, says AV Downs. We're working on it. We're working on it. But just don't fucking defend this game in my presence. I don't want to hear it.
No, it's good. No, they really...
Like, there's no reason to play it in the first place. They didn't give you any, like, gameplay. You know, hey, let's go out, we'll colonize the... Like, you have to make your own stuff up. Make your own fun, bring your own fun, and the more complicated you try to make your own fun, the more the lack of thought that went into the system becomes an issue. Because, you know, we're trying to do something like this, and this wouldn't have been possible without the crucial mods that we installed in order to make it possible. It's like, wow, you can't build a space station with a ring around it? I mean, without a bunch of mods and without hacking things together and whatnot? Gee, I'm so glad there's so many options for all the fun that I can have with your space game. Ugh. Damn community of people with the...
No, it's fine.
It's your fault. You don't get it. You just need to... And it's what did you expect there? Oh, it's a floating point mechanics. They didn't have any... It's Unity. No, it's bad game design. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just acknowledge it and we can get on the same level here. You know? It doesn't have to be perfect. I just cannot stand a crowd of people that are just gonna, like, make excuses for something that is clearly subpar. Acknowledge it's subpar and say, but I still enjoy it for what it is. I can deal with that. I can't deal with your ridiculousness of your... No, you just don't get it. You don't understand. You need to study rocket science because the game developers, who, you know, clearly stated an intention, we want to make this like an educational game, didn't bother putting any other things that you need in it in order to understand what the hell is going on in here. Unless you already understand what the hell is going on in here. You know? And then market it as, oh, there's an educational version of the game. Really? You don't even put Delta V readings in this game by default. How am I supposed to figure out, you know, and learn about space, mechanics and rocket engineering and all that kind of stuff? You don't even allow me to know what's going on with my ship. Download goddamn mods to support it. There, we've got our good complaint in about the Kerbal Space Program. It's funny how, like, much angrier I get about, like, KSP being what it is, than I get about, like, the city of Detroit. Like, he gets angry about the city of Detroit. He does. But I'll tell you what he really gets angry about. Kerbal Space Program. This is why we will not be playing this game in future. Or quite a lot less so. I told you it was going to be like this. You knew it was going to be me getting angry at the game sooner or later. You know, there's no reason. There's no reason for everything to be the way it is in the camera, and for me to keep playing something that is so infuriatingly difficult to work within because of half-thought-out systems. Give me an N, and give me that. I'm pretty sure is the correct direction. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, that's the correct direction. Give me another N. Send me in a little bit quicker. In fact, just shove it in there. Are we on the right line? We are on the right line. So get it in there, and then I'm not sure. Yep. RCS off. Magnet, do your work. Tier 5. Looks like the EDU version of Kerbal actually has more features, says a guy called Pot. Really? Really? The educational version is the one where they put the actual fucking game? Is that what they did there? Where you can actually learn something about it? And the one they sold for $40 to players? You know, your only option is to go and watch every Scott Manley video ever, and then realize that half of them are no longer relevant because the game has changed so significantly in terms of aerodynamics and atmosphere and... I unapologetically enjoy KSP, unmodded no less. But which do you hate more, KSP or XCOM 2? Boy, that's a tough call. It's a tough call. I mean, KSP does more, has more options. You know, you can make fun out of it. XCOM 2... I would, you know, just off the top of my head, I would say XCOM 2, but when you asked that question, I actually had to stop and think, and I'm not sure which is more loathsome and more. No, it's definitely XCOM 2 is worse. XCOM 2 is way worse, because there's just no way to have fun in that game. You know, I can at least go down to the surface of Kerbin and build a plane and fly it around and enjoy this. XCOM 2 is no. Take your tits out, says Armation. What? Pawn get naked. What? How did we get there? So now I've got this one in the correct position, which means we've technically got half of the ring is assembled and in place right now. It needs to be spun and whatnot, but we've got half the ring. That's 5 of 10 pieces that need to be in place. These 2 pieces are already connected in the way that they need to be, and then it's just a matter of, you know, putting these 3 pieces and then a lot of other things that need to happen still. And it took us an hour and 10 minutes to get to this point, so... I'm actually quite happy with our progress here, because I know how long it took us last time, and this is a significant improvement. So, F5. I don't know how we got here, Pawn. Tier 25. Know what you won't hate? Valkyria Chronicles is Parallel. Let me show you my, my desktop here. Games to try. They're mostly behind me. I can't even see the live stream now. I'm going to try and move out of the way and then pull my stuff. Ah, damn it! Damn it! It's, show you my games to try folder on the desktop. So I'm hoping that I'm out of the way now, because I'm not sure. Darkest Dungeon, Habitat Crest, Conduct Deluxe, Community Inc., Rodina, Squad, Train Fever, Valkyria Chronicles, TIS 100, Defunct, Lady Killer in a Bind, Skylight, Warframe, Flyout. Oh, we already tried Flyout. I could get rid of that. Tactera, Haraki, Exoverse, Mike Dies, and Symmetry. These are my games to try. I have many a thing that I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not right now. And the thing is, like, even if every single live stream every week, we always had at least one live stream to check out the things that we hadn't seen before that I want to look at, it's still not gonna... Like, you know how long it's going to take me to get through those? That's like 3 months worth, at least, if we do every single live stream. Every single live stream, if we do it. So, yeah, it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose. It's not hard to choose when to go to a live stream break, though. Pawn, you tried Skylight, though, says Hologram. Oh, that's right, Skylight. So we've done Skylight, we've done Flyout. I can actually remove those from the list in terms of things I want to try. And then you guys can remind me when Flyout gets more of like a development going, because, you know, that's our new Kerbal Space Program plane builder anyway. And I'm curious to see where that goes, but let's wait for it to get an actual Steam page and, you know, give it, I don't know, 6 months of development and see what kind of game emerges from it. And Pawn, Warframe is a game you can make into a series, not a one-off, says Hologram 1. And then we'll have less days of the week to explore things, Hologram 1. We're going to take a 7-minute break, and when we come back, we'll continue assembling this ring in this awful, miserable piece of shit. Fuck. God. Fuck were they thinking? 7 minutes, Pawn not out. Don't go anywhere. Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. We're playing a wonderful game, Kerbal Space Program, maybe you've heard of it. Stop, Josh. Stop. There he goes. He stopped. Welcome back to the stream. Kerbal isn't a horrible game, it just needed a designer's touch. Just needed a designer. Any one designer. There's no way that, I mean, so many, like, immediate solutions to that. One, why can't I? Alright, so I went off on the game because, you know, one of the little things, it's not the first time I've stumbled into it, but we released a certain part, the part was in atmosphere, I went to transfer between crafts, and it focused me on the thing that I had intentionally thrown back into atmosphere to blow up, which I will mention to, our periaps is 73.4. If we were at our lowest point, the thing that we transferred to was 64 kilometers. So it transferred me at the keys to something that was at least 9 kilometers away and possibly more. I don't know what the transfer radius is, but it's a pretty big jump. Transfers me into an object that's an atmosphere and then has no method by which I can come back without going out to map mode. And then in map mode, when you've got multiple objects that are relatively in the same space, it's next to impossible to select the one that you want from map mode, which is why you can use the keys in order to transfer between craft. So, but when you do, it might transfer you to something that you don't want to be that's trapped in atmosphere, and then that's gonna, so you're in like this situation from a game. Evil Doubter Balkan just subscribed. Screw it. Thank you, Evil Doubter Balkan, for for the subscription. Who needs to talk about that when we got, you know, Evil Doubter Balkan subscribing? Thank you, Evil Doubter Balkan. Shut up, applause. We don't need that. So what I was saying was, it's a trap. It built into the game. A designer would look at that and say, okay, we need a solution to that. Can we get rid of the whole you're stuck in atmosphere when you're in atmosphere thing? And if the design team said no because reasons, well then, here's what I'm going to do as a designer. If there's 3 things and they're all in the same space, when you hover over them, the 3 things, like, they go out with little lines connecting to where they are so you can select over them. That's all that needed to be done. But a designer never looked at this game. It was programmers. And that's the Thank you for the subscription. Pawn has read chat and is in denial. Says that. What did chat say? Pawn, you came back early. A dirty sex could lead to toxic shocks. I don't read chat anymore because that's why. Oh, I'm in denial. I'm trying to. Stop it now. With the, how many times do I have to ask? I know it's a mature stream, but seriously, with the sex toy talk and whatnot, like, it's one thing to be cheeky. Like, do you know the difference between being cheeky and then just being profane? Because you guys are constantly over the line. It's one thing to insinuate and, you know, double entendre and occasionally just drop something out there. But you guys just get into it, just start talking about, oh, what are you, what sort of, you know, butt plug do you, like, just, Jesus, guys. There's discord.roninpawn.com and an NSFW channel that you can use for that during the streams. Good Lord. Pawn, we are doing it in the break. It would have stopped in time if you'd been on time. So now you're complaining that I'm back early. Fine. I'll go. I'm sorry. I'll give you the other minute. I can't complain about you complaining while I complain about every little thing. We are assembling the ring around our space station. We have half the ring constructed, and we're going to get the rest of the half done in this damned live stream come hell or high water. We also have these 2 parts are connected, you know, in the way that they're going to be in the final version. I think this one's upside down, but I don't care that much about that. It's not part of my marketing. Also, the entire ship is just, it's just in a wobble state. I'm going to turn SAS off, do a little time warp again, and then hopefully the SAS, the reaction wheels won't be fighting each other and causing as much wobble and craziness. I need to figure out what my next move is here. I want to work on this half of the ring and not worry about that one, because that one's going to be tricky. But where we're sitting right now, what do I move next? I suppose I could move this piece, this long piece, into position. That's going to be hellacious. That's gonna hurt. And I also have to make sure that we've got all of the logos are in the same orientation. Right now in the ring, all of the butts are facing to the left, considering the camera angle right now. Cheer 300 from Evil Downer Balkan, thank you. Here have some of them tasty cheers. I have to go to sleep now. Guten Nacht. Guten Nacht, Evil Downer Vulcan. Thank you so much for the cheers, and the subscriptions, and the everythings. Yes, I am complaining. Bad Pong, you need to be on time, not early, not late, on time to the plank length. Whenever I show up, I'm on time. I never show up when I... Can we get a vote, then? How do we cast a vote on here, says Lampman88? For what? For what would the vote be? For whether or not the butt plug discussion carries on. I'm gonna vote no, and I have veto power. Whack a Kerbal, next move, lol. Oh, start throwing, like, bowls at my space. Let's wait until it's constructed, and then we can destroy it, okay? I know what everyone will hate. Minorities is a Noose Lord 8. Jesus. Yeah, let's talk. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. You know, soon it will be okay to do that, because, I've been told that pretty soon white people in America will be the minority, and that'll be a good day. That will actually be a good day. And then we can talk about how stupid minorities are. Is this in the right position for me to attach that side? I would hook that side up to that, and then yes, the butt ends would be correct. Shall we do the hard part right now? Yes, let's do the hard part right now. So F5 me yet again. How are we doing on the everything? I think everything is still okay. Detach our tow ship, the Pilgrim, from the space station. Undock, and then I'm going to have to also undock Hugh. I don't mean the Borg from The Next Generation. I'm talking about Hugh. I'm talking about Hugh. Decouple that node as well, because that's where I gotta grab it from? Or do I have to grab it from there? Wait a second. Grab it from there. No, I gotta grab it from this side and then attach it. And will the sides be... Yes, it will. So then I didn't have to detach that, and I just made things a little bit more difficult for me because that will be moving. Right? I'm gonna grab from this side, and then I'm going to attach here, that to that, and my logos should be facing right side up. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, give me the PBR hammer ship. That's not... No. Give me this. Thank you. And, you're gonna come over and you're gonna grab from this side, sir. So, give us a little spin. Without a RCS or SAS on. A little spin. Which direction do I want to approach, then? I'm gonna do like this. And I'm gonna do... Wrong way. Wrong way. I'm gonna do like this. I'm kind of on the same line as him. Set you as my target, even though I won't be using any of that interface. It would be... I just can't find a good way that's usable for me, given what I'm doing here, to actually use those kinds of things. Actually use the, No, that's the wrong way. Yeah. Head off over there. And up. To actually use these indicators, because if I control from back here, it inverts my controls, and it's just weird. And that's the only real way where this kind of thing works. To set that as your target, and then you can have that as the point, and then you can line them up and make sure that you're heading in the right direction. I don't know. I've found it easier to do by eye. Disagree as you might. Easier for me to do by eye, anyway. There you go. RCS off. Spin me so that I'm more in a straight line with the place that we're going to. Thank you. And then how are we doing on being too close to it or too far away? Looks like we're still moving. No, we're losing it. Okay, so give me back over here. And a little bit like that. And watch her from up here, because we're on the right horizontal line, I guess, to a certain extent. Yeah, we're coming in nice. I'm turning the RCS off, and now I'm just going to move my butt in its direction and hope the magnets start to pull on one another. Ah? Ah? Yeah. There we go. Good grab, pawn. Now you got this piece, and this piece gets attached to that piece. This one's going to be hard because of how long this whole thing is. Also... Oh, good. They're still off. Okay, so I've got my RCS thruster blocks are disabled on this part, which is going to make things slightly, ever so slightly, easier and better for us. Spin you like that. No, SAS is off. No, I need the SAS. I didn't turn you off. But when you attach, it tends to turn you off. Does that turn you off, baby? Tell me more about your butt plug. Don't. We're fine without that information. Grown, I just got a new phone. I don't have Discord on it yet, says Lampman88. Oh. Well, is that a bad thing or a good thing? I need to send out a tweet on Twitter letting everybody know that I'm pretty much done with Twitter. I'll still keep looking at it, but I can't take it. Other people were saying that hasn't happened to me, but what's happened to me is that I now have what I'm calling like Facebook style notifications and menus coming in. So they're not so much telling me what's relevant to me or who mentioned me or when someone's reaching out to me, that kind of thing. They're telling me whenever anything happens. And I'm not... Am I controlling from the wrong place? Because that doesn't seem right. Control from here. Yeah, I was. They're telling me, like... It's notifying me, going out of its way to say, hey, these people said this thing over here that you were going to look at on your timeline or not, and we want you to come look at your timeline. And that's popping up as notifications. I don't need that as notifications. I will look at my timeline whenever the hell I want to. Twitter. So yeah, it's become more of a nuisance than anything useful to me, so I've basically just closed the tab in my browser window that I used to keep open constantly, and told my phone not to tell me when, Twitter notifications come in. I will check Twitter, you know, when I'm out somewhere and bored, basically. But if you're trying to reach me at Twitter, I need to send out a tweet saying, you're gonna have more luck over at the Discord server, or the Discord server, because I don't want to participate with it either, is kind of the thing, you know? I don't want to be part of the Cultural Revolution where, basically everything has become just advertisements, and they're trying to advertise, you know, the fact that I could get more information by looking at the things that you've already decided not to look at. Okay, it's no longer social media, it's just you selling me stuff, right? Cool, I'm out. Is what I've decided. Come on, baby. Oh, no, I touched it, but I pushed myself away. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Come on, baby. Come on. No. No. Alright, well, we're in the right line, but damn it. Give me RCS again, and I'm gonna need you to... Oh, Jesus, hell. That way? Yeah, that way to stop me from moving away on that angle. I told you this was going to be the hard one. The longer they are, the more difficult it is to actually control, because all of my monoprop, all of my control authority is at one end of this big, long, spindly monstrosity I've got going here, so you kind of have to fire and then fire against your own reaction wheels as they pull and try and correct you from one side. But I'm getting a fair bit of experience actually doing this. See, and even my RCS is fighting me as I'm trying to make it happen, so yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that doesn't work out too well for me here. Aim the camera over there so I've got some chance of... H? Jesus, how close are you? Oh, H. Yes, RCS off. SAS off. Are you gonna do it? It looks like it's gonna do it. Hands off. Oh my god, if this hooks up right, it's gonna be way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god! I've gotten good! I got good, son. I've gotten good at fighting this in order to make it happen, and I'm actually making the ring. It's a little bit off angle. It's fine, we got a mod that'll fix that for us later. But yeah, we did it. Another piece, another brick in the wall here. So we're now at 5, 6, 7 out of 10 pieces are connected. We just have 3 pieces that need put into place and then rotated, and we'll have the ring. F5 from here. Looks like a coil to me. Yeah, let's actually fix that before we get too far gone in this process. So you, sir... I do have an F5. F5 again, please. Thank you. Give me rotation, enable it, and then I need you to... Let's see, how's this gonna work? I need you to rotate to a snap, first off. Rotate to a snapping point. See, we're at 77.76 degree angle before I do that. Now we're at a 75 degree angle. We want that at a 90, apparently. So we're going to do a rotation step of 15. Oh no, rotation step is already there. That was the speed. I'll leave the speed alone. We're going to do a rotation step of 15, and we're going to rotate clockwise in order to add 15 to 75 and get 90. Rotate clockwise, and then... Oops. Okay, when you click off of it, it still does it. Good. I guess. I say worry about rotating the sections later, says Mage Lord Exelbirth in Cheers 5. Maybe I should have, because these got a little bit twisted. But that's fine. Is it fine? It is fine. We know that that happens. I'm going to F5 from here. The twisting and the bending and the warping is happening in-game, but not in the save file. And when I leave and come back, when I go to the tracking station and come back out, it will be appropriate. I'm going to do another rotation. First, I'm going to lock this one back down. Rotation disable there. And we're going to rotate this one into the proper position. So rotation enable, snap me, rotate me to a snap. We're at a 2-degree rotation right now. If you go straight to 0, then I don't have to do anything. Those are now perfectly in line. We go to the next one. F5 from there as well. Go to the next one, and, oh wait, first disable that rotation point, just in case that. I don't know if that becomes an issue or causes things to go horrible later, but I'm just covering my bases. Rotate to snap. Damn it. I keep doing that. I keep clicking off. We went from negative 97.62 to negative 105. F5 again from here. Rotation step of 15, so if we rotate counterclockwise, we will... Actually, wait, no, if we rotate clockwise, we will add 15 degrees to negative 105, which will put us at negative 90, which is where I think we want to be. So rotate clockwise. That's how adding and subtracting with negatives goes, kids. Subtracting from a negative actually makes the negative more negative. Adding to it, alright. So there, now everything is perfect. See? F5 from here. Everything actually is perfect, though, despite the fact that it looks this way in engine. When we go back to the tracking station and then come back out, everything will be just fine, I think. Adding 2 negatives together, pawn. Tut-tut, says Turbo Nutters. I did it right. I did my maths right. Where's the space station? The PBR hammer put me back out to it, and now everything should be perfectly in plane, in line. We're on zeros, negative 90s, and 90s. Which tells you that I did put that one piece upside down, but I can't be bothered. The only thing I'm concerned about is the Ronin pawns and all of the marketing showing in the right direction. So, yep, look at that. That's the section that was a little bit twisted when we left, but it was correct in the save file, so when we left and we came back in, the save file loaded it out with the correct rotated angles. And there you go. You talk about a ring coming into view. Eh? What, eh? Now, it's just these 3 pieces that I've been trying to avoid the entire time because this I did not make. I believe I had a plan for this at some point, and I think I actually rebuilt the ship that this came up with in order to make this plan work, and then the one thing that I forgot to do was to put a decoupler in a certain place. I swear, I spent like an extra half an hour after a build going, wait, that's going to be tricky when I get up there. What if I did this, and then I flipped the entire construction of the ship and rebuilt it and did a whole bunch of stuff, and then I forgot to put in one decoupler, and because of that, this is really difficult. This is problematic for me. I'm back with tacos, says Anoush Lord, though, so that's good. It's a ring piece, as it's missing a bit, says Turbonutter666. How do I even approach you? Because the thing is, this has a probe on it, I believe. Yes, this has a probe on it, okay? With electric charge that's locked down. I had this whole thing planned. This is supposed to fly itself back away from the space station, just dump itself back into atmosphere. So I planned for getting rid of this part. The part that I forgot to plan for was making sure that this, that holds all of the ring sections, was able to, like, stay behind when this thing left and flew itself away. So now, I'm just not sure what to do with this. From the position we're looking at it right now, the logos are all upside down, which means if I wanted to put this logo into place at the end of that, I have to attach this side to there, right? And then I attach it like that, and the curve is going in the correct direction, yeah. So it would be this side is the side that needs to be attached, which means I need to move the tow ship over and grab one of these from here. Here's my concern. I think they might even be just ever so slightly penetrating the model. So when I do this, I just F5'd. When I do this, yeah, it starts flying away. I'm going to do a warp, just so that it doesn't have rotation with it anyway. And then we're going to go out and grab it in a hurry. In a hurry is how we're going to have to do it. So, undock me from here. Give me that. Not that, but that. And then R, N. No, not N. Oops. Okay, now I've bumped the space. It's fine. I meant I, apparently, is what I meant. So head up there and start chasing this guy. Which side did I say I needed to grab? It was this one, right? Was it that one? Be sure, Pawn, before you... I grab it from there, and then... No, it's the other one, isn't it? It's this one. Yeah, I grab it from there, and then I twist it in there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Mr. Ronan Pawn. Give me SAS, no RCS. Rotate me in the direction so that we're kind of where we need to be relative to that. And then... And R... Nope, wrong one. Give me some J. Pull me over there. Give me some K to push me up. Give me some H so that I'm coming in toward the front of the thing. And we want to grab it before it gets too far away, because it'll only make things harder. Okay, a little H. And a little up. Up, 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 up. More H. More H. Alright, looks like we're gonna hit this line before we hit the others. Slow it down. How are we doing in being close but not touching? Good. We're fine on that side. Slow it down. A little bit like that, a little bit like that. Little N, so that it doesn't keep running away from me, which it's doing right now. N, 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 N. There you go. There you go. And then R. Can I get my camera focused somewhat toward there? Do like this. That's pretty okay. I want it more like that. And then RCS back on. K, K, L. You think the astronauts planned for having to, you know, dock things by smell, by sense of smell? Because that's what I have to do here. Okay, we've docked it, and we are flying well away from where we're headed. Next thing we're going to be doing is clamping this to that port. So, actually a little bit confused as to where I would burn with what RCS port, so I'm just going to point the ship at it and give us some H. How are we doing on monoprop, by the way? We're okay. Are we heading toward it now? Very slowly. Give us some more, Pawn. Give us some more. And then some I, because we're definitely going to be coming in high. I can tell that... Oh, well, hey! This is actually... Hang on. There we go. Now we're on target by the ball. It's the first time that's been useful to me in quite a while. We're on target by the ball with our prograde and where we're actually targeting. Yay! I need to go get me some snacks, too, says a guy called Pie. The tacos? Everybody go get tacos. It's important. F5 from here, because we're at least on course. And start flipping yourself for the butt-to-butt maneuver approach. That's what we're doing here. Man, it's looking so cool now, you know? Now that we're here and we're close to, you know, having an assembled ring, it's finally for the first time looking like, oh, you're making a ring, aren't you? Yes, I am! Out of 10 pieces that all snap together. I mean, we drug all of these up independently, and that's really the virtue of this project for me, was that we did drag these all up individually and independently of one another. Because otherwise, you know, if we would have just shipped up big chunks of them and wrapped them in fairings, then it wouldn't be much of a challenge to it. The way I've done this, there is far too much challenge to it, honestly. Could have done without. Just a wee bit less challenge would have been lovely. But, when it's all done, I'm going to have something that I can be kind of proud of, right before it, you know, the physics glitch out and shake it and destroy everything, probably, which is entirely possible. Entirely possible. Okay, over there, in this game, give me that, give me that, coming in, quite fast, give me some I to slow us down on that head, some that, to slow us down over there, How we doing on... Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of H. A lot of H. And then I... And... No, wrong direction. Wrong direction. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay. That's pretty... That's not bad. It's not bad. Little N. Little N. No, that's wrong. Okay. Controls are upside down and backwards. They tend to be, is the thing. Aim my camera over there, and then I'll zoom out so I can see what I'm doing, but then in the last moment I can zoom back in. I'm gonna need you to go down, which means up. No. Down is down. Okay. And then, no, but you're the one that's not right. And some N, please. Ugh. Tier 5, Pawn, how long is this stream gonna last? Please say at least 2 hours, is a guy called Pie. It's gonna last until we get this thing completely assembled, so I'm gonna say at least 2 hours. Because this is the day. The time is here, the place is now, the something is the other. You like that, and then... No, damn it. I keep... There's certain times... Oh, crap. Yep. Certain ways in which... Can I spin it? Well, okay, it's in. Wow. Certain ways in which things get upside down and backwards that are worse for my brain than others. And whatever position that was in was one of them. It was absolutely one of them. Actually, at the pace that this is going, it might not be 2 hours. F5 again, we got another section of the ring attached. Just 2 more remain. However, those 2 are 2 tricky ones, because I have to detach the entire ring segment, put on the last thing, and then control the ring segment and get that to dock with the space station. That's the last maneuver here, everybody. Is each section has to break away, get the last chunk put onto it, and then fly itself back over. Because I can't drag it with the tow ship anymore, which is why we've got all this working. And that being something that I'm saying out loud right now, we need to make sure that that we've got all the monoprop we could possibly want in both of these for that final maneuver. That said, how are we doing on both of them? Yeah, so I need way more over here. You got 32, and this one's 12. All right. Actually, if I pin you and you, so that's 12. I want to add. Well, you know what? Screw it, Pawn. Drop this one. Hold that one and that one. Drop that one and push out to the tanks over there. Pawn, you have to understand that I'm about to make a pizza. It'll take 20 to 30 minutes to get it ready, so that's a big commitment to make for a stream that might almost be over by then, says a guy called Pie. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but that's the risk you're going to have to take, you know? Thankfully, I don't have to... I'm not the one who's responsible for making that decision. Thank God. There are just a few things in this universe that I have thankfully found that I'm not responsible for. And I revel in them. Okay, we've got the monoprop transferred into our balls. Our balls are now full of monopropellant. So this is the final maneuver, huh? The final set of maneuvers. F5 like 9 times in a row just to make me feel good. Pawn doesn't do big ships, says Lampman88, other than the helicarrier. Yeah. It's true. Like, I rarely put in the time and effort. Goramit, don't make me make that pizza, says a guy called Pie. I don't know, Pie. I can't say one way or the other whether this is going to come together or not easily. I would suspect not. Because what's about to happen is I'm going to break another piece of this thing off, okay? And then it's going to go flying off because it's slightly penetrating, so it's going to... And then it's going to start going away. And chase it down with the Pilgrim. We're going to hook up like we just did. And then once we've got that, I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to detach this whole ring segment. That's going to then start moving away from the space station. And then I got to move that ring segment in and get it attached here without bumping this part of the ring significantly. Hopefully. Because then it'll just make it even harder. Get that attached. And then I've got to fly the whole ring segment back over as one big piece. And get it to reattach to the thing. And then I got to do that twice. So, you know. Do as you will. But, this could take a minute. Or it could just happen. Things have been, you know, I've been doing this very well. So which side do I need to grab from in order to make sure that the logos are right side up? If I break this piece off, break it off there. I need to grab from this end. Right? Yeah, and then that would be, yes. So I'm going to be grabbing it from this end so that we can attach it from this end. When that is connected to there, my logos will all be upside down from the perspective we're looking at the ship at the station right now. Okay, grab from there, attach by there. Got it. So, you decouple. And it pops off and starts heading in a direction. I hit some time warps that it doesn't also have crazy rotation on it. And then you undock as well. Take me over to the Pilgrim. And then go get her, boy. Shoot, I've already forgotten which side I was supposed to grab from. Is it this side? Is it this side? Set you as the target, SAS back on. How we doing on monoprop here? 77 and you. Alright, RCS, start heading down there. Is it that side, though? And then, yes, it is that side. That's where I'm grabbing from, because I want to be able to attach from here. Correct me if I'm wrong. For the love of God, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think I got it. I think that's correct. RCS back off. Line myself up for a grab. Which is going to be something like that. And I think a little bit more like so. And then RCS on. N. And down. And J over. Gotten very good at the docking. Sort of had to. Also found out all the ways that, you know, aren't good for docking. Tried them all. Didn't work out too well, and now I'm pretty good at the docking. Holy crap. Very good at the docking. There you go. K, 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 N. RCS off. And don't tell me that's not close enough. Don't even tell me. Alright, L. The other direction. The other direction with a little bit of I. And then drive it in. RCS off. I think we got it. And we do. And now we're attached. Okay. We got this chunk. F5 from here. Probably shouldn't do that so quickly. Alright. So, I'm going to try and maybe get the Pilgrim and its little tail here into a more likely position before I actually detach that part from the station. So, R... Okay. Yeah, we need to be going toward it, please. You are going toward it, aren't you? Need some of that and some of that in order to start heading toward it. There we go. Now we're seeing positive changes over here. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this into a position where it might be easier. It would be ideal if I could detach this from the space station without it considerably, you know, tearing itself away. Without it considerably drifting away from the space station. And then I could get that attached and immediately, you know, reattach the half. That would be the ideal way to do this. That being said, you know, me and ideal ways don't tend to align very well. Okay, get you into a position where your docking port end will probably be nearish where it's going to want to go. Something like that, and then get me a lot closer to the ship, which is going to be one of those. A lot closer to the space station, anyway. Whew! All these straight people in Discord right now, this is why are there no names. God, all these... you know, where's the gay? Damn it. Underrepresented in the Discord? I didn't think we were underrepresented in the Discord, honestly. for the gay contingent. I like that, the gay contingent. That could be a game, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really find ways to be funny or, you know, even culturally appropriate right now because my mind is focused on this horror that we're looking at right here. Will you drift faster, please? I don't want to use more monoprop. I mean, I could just time warp us over there, but honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of afraid of time warp. Well, I've been doing this. I'm a top. Why are those names? You've been wearing the New Year's wig more, Paul, and I liked that one. Says Turbonutter666. The long hair, what did they call it? What was the branding of that? It was, something about being a sexy boy or something. Is it the brown, the auburn? This wig is getting old, says a guy called by. Release the gay frogs, says why are there no names? We haven't, put enough into the water stream systems yet to make sure that all the frogs are friggin' gay. Give me more time. Wear the flowers mullet for once. The guy called. I honestly pick my wigs based on my mood, and this is kind of, for me, this has become a neutral or a I might get angry kind of a mood. I'll put this wig on. That one's a little bit more playful. The pink one is way playful. The afro is, I want to be a clown. So there you go. Today, I felt neutral and or suspected that I would soon be getting rather angry at Kerbal Space Program. Which was, you know, correct. Which way is up now? What do I gotta do in order to twist you up? Like that. Okay. Okay. I mean, we just want to get close, and then we're gonna detach. I'm gonna aim the camera over there, too. We're gonna detach that big long piece, and then we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna get good and close, hopefully without hitting, though. Which direction is it that I need to fire? Okay, so it's the opposite. L in order to stop us when we're just a bit closer. I could probably attach it right here, right now. I wonder if I could. Oh, well, now I've got to test it, don't I? I've got to try. If I got the right angle, I just might be able to get it to wedge itself in. Okay. A bit like that. A little bit more like that. Near stop now. The RCS keeps fighting itself and then screwing me over. So RCS stop and then wait. Should I even try? Well, get yourself an F5 and then there's less risk in trying. Give me an N. N's to get me drifting in that direction. And then just gotta know which direction I need to angle this thing. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yep. Sliding it into place. It's got it. It's got it. Okay. RCS is not on. Let's turn SAS off. I'm gonna need to detach, I think, from this side. Or not. Oh, that's not good now. Is it? It actually worked out alright! It actually worked out alright! Holy crap! I got it in there without having to do the detachment process. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, so I'm not gonna F5 yet. Because this could be more problems than it was worth. But the only way that I'll know is to undock you, and then RCS, in fact, no, you're drifting in the right direction. You can just stay right where you are. Just don't bump anything. You gonna bump anything? Not if I, who am I controlling right now? You. Not if I do a little, yeah, just twist like that. SAS back on for you. You sit over there, go back to the ship. Back to the space station, rather. PBR hammer. And now, if I give this guy his rotation that he's... It's upside down! Ah, damn it, I grabbed it from the wrong side. I finally got confused. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. The logo is upside down, he wanted to attach the other segment, says Lofi Loop. Oh, is that what happened? I aimed for this one, okay. I planned it all out ahead of time. I mean, for all of these, I knew it was going to happen once. I knew it was going to happen once. Well then. Well then, before I get too far away, maybe the best way to handle this is actually to just get you reattached. And go from there. Go make your pizza! Yeah, I suspect that was gonna have to happen at least once. You know, it's quite a bit of visual mathematics to be doing here over and over again, and your view and angle keeps changing, and the things keep, rotating in space, and sometimes it's upside down, and sometimes it's not, and all that. Let's get you back attached. Hard to see. Yep. 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 No biggie. Just put it in entirely the wrong place. No biggie, though. You know, where were the spotters? Stream end in 13. ETA 14 minutes. Stream ends in 13. Alright, so that's gotta come back off. Yeah, go ahead and undock from there. And then apparently I wanted to attach it to the other side. Is that going to be correct? Yes, it will be. Hold on. Okay. Well, then, if I figure out which way... No, that's the space station. I'm controlling the space station. I need to control you. Yeah, and if I just twist, then I'll slam into the space station from here, won't I? Yes, you will. Oh, God, and your SAS wasn't on. Okay. Push away a bit. RCS, SAS... Alright, just, no, continue twisting in the direction you were. Damn, that was good, though. That was a really good pass, if only it had been, you know, at the right place. It wasn't. Thank you. Thank you, Lofi. Let's see, so give me a twist like that. And then down a bit. And then we'll get her attached. This is definitely the right way now. L. Phillip is now following. Thank you for the follow. Senior Phillip. R, and then... No, wrong way. Push it back up there. Head back up to where we were before. Give me a little H, because we're definitely that. And also, I think I need some... Yeah, in. So we go in, and up. And of course, my ins and my ups are entirely the wrong... You know, everything's backwards and ridiculous, and it's actually why I kind of have to stay back with the camera so I can see what the orientation of the ship actually is, to remind myself where the controls are and what they're going to do when I start using them. I need you... No, oh crap. Okay, yeah, see, I just about lost it there. What I wanted was, yeah, some of you, some K there to get me in. And quit moving in that direction so much. You can move in this direction some more. I should think, considering where we're headed. And then actually with the RCS off, let's go ahead and twist. Ooh. Ooh. Not quite, but, you know, it's not a bad thing to see that. Already getting close there. Well, watch out. Don't hit the station. Well, if you're gonna hit the station, just bump it ever so slightly. It'll be fine. It'll be fine? It'll be fine. Okay? You want to nose down a bit. We did it on the other side. See no reason why we can't do it on this side, especially since I just bumped the station. Now it's twisting in my general direction. Like that. And then show me the orientation of the ship. Give me some N. Certainly. And I think also some K. Special K. Shoot. And then RCS. That wasn't what I meant to do, but I'm going to try and work it anyway. Wrong direction, wrong direction, wrong direction, right direction, correct direction. Yeah. Got it. Got it! Yes. Now, what I'm worried about now is, are you penetrating the spaceship over here, and when I detach you, are you going to explode or something? I don't think it'll explode. Oh, it's definitely penetrating that engine in particular. So what we're gonna do... it's like... I don't want to have 5. I'm gonna have 5. I'm gonna have 5, okay? I think I can fix this even if things are screwed up. So what we're gonna do... is we're gonna enable rotation, And we need to just spin this so that this isn't doing what it's doing anymore. In fact, don't rotate it from there, pawn. If I rotate you from here... No, yeah, you do have to rotate it from here. Rotate it from here. And then... What do you want? I really don't know. I'm just going to tell you to rotate it clockwise by 15 degrees and see what happens. Okay, I think that worked. We didn't really see the effect of, you know, what we were hoping for on this end, but that's because of the way that this thing works. So I think I need to pop out and then pop back in, and I think we're going to be okay here. And if we're not, I just screwed up, like, then everything's done and we screwed it up and we're done. And I planned to detach the sides and attach them and all that kind of stuff. Then we got here and I was like, look, you can do it! And maybe I shouldn't have done this way. Out to the tracking station and come back. I'm not F5ing until we do this. Roll the part with the mods, says L. Phillip. Yes. Yes, that was... In fact, I could do it from even further back if this didn't work. And that would create more rotation in the way that we want. Oh, crap. My KSP mods. Yeah, Pony's asking for the KSP mods. Or rather, Flash Crit Parley is asking for the KSP mods. And I haven't updated it with rotate docking ports or something. Rotate ports or docking rotate? Dock rotate. Dock rotate, I think, is the name of the mod that we're using to make this possible. Yes, you see that? Come back and come out, and now we're fine. I can get rid of you, and then I can try and rotate that into position. Excellent, maybe. Maybe. Now I'll F5. F5. Go ahead and undock. Go too far away. Just drift a little bit while I do some more tracking station and rotations and whatnot. So I need you to rotate to a snap now. We're at 22.22 on our angle. Once it rotates to the snap, we're at a nice even 15 degrees. So rotating counterclockwise will subtract 15 from that and should put this part, look at it moving up. Look at it moving up. Ah! Ah! A perfect negative 0.02? It's not, that ain't right. It's supposed to be perfect 0. Damn it. Rotate to snap again. I probably shouldn't. Damn it. Okay, it's fine though. We're just gonna go back out to the tracking station and come back, and then it'll be fine. When do we tell Pawn that all the bumping has knocked the periapse into atmospheres, says Athacra? It has not. Don't even say that. It would take a lot of bumping. We're at 74 circularized. 73 was our lowest. The PBR hammer ship? What? It's not, no. Give me the actual hammer itself. Well, it doesn't matter as long as we're back out there in the general direction. It's renamed the Pilgrim as the PBR hammer ship? Is that another thing that I could complain about in Kerbal Space Program? That you name your ship something and then you dock it to something else, and then it inherits the name of that, and then, Kerbal Space Program. Our periapse is 73 kilometers. Lie to me. Don't lie to me, Thacker. Okay, so, hello. Look at that. Right? Where's it supposed to attach, though? Over here. That ain't right. Why is that so not right? Why is that so intensely not right? What's your... Show me your rotatables. Lampatron... Oh, I'm controlling the wrong ship. Show me your rotatables. And what you think your rotatables are. You're at negative 0.02. Clearly you're not, though, unless something else near you is also effed the F up. What's your rotation reading? Negative 0.02, good. So that's, you know, working the way it's supposed to. But I swear that these are dead on. You're not. 4.34. Okay. Rotate to snap. Look at that! Look at that! Did it actually make a connection with the docking port? Rotation disable? I mean, the way that it pulled and ripped itself, I think we might have actually made a connection with the docking port there. Well, you could just click on it and find out. Is there an undock ability? There is undock! I don't know if it's because of this mod or if Kerbal Space Program is capable of doing this now, docking a part that is part of itself to it, but we are now docked on both sides. This ring is docked. We don't need extra struts or anything. Holy friggin' crap, everybody. F the 5, baby. I need my Goram pizza. Hurry the F up, says a guy called Pie. I'm going back out to the tracking station and coming back in. I did not think that that was going to work. Those two parts shouldn't have had physics, relative to each other because they were all part of the same ship. And I figured it was just going to look like they were snapped together because, I had designed them so well. But I didn't actually think that we were going to get both sides of those docking ports to snap together. But it looks like they have. I mean, they have. Is that something that someone can confirm actually works in the stock game? That you can attach a docking port and then it will still attach to another docking port, that the magnetism and connection points work? Because I thought it disabled all that kind of, I mean, you see how my ship, how my Pilgrim, when it was attached to one of these ends, it was actually like penetrating the model because they don't have physics relative to them. The ship doesn't have physics relative to itself, so the models pass through and stuff like that if you twist them through. Because if that doesn't usually work in stock KSP, then look what we just managed here. Oh, okay, so now they don't. Now they're not connected. It is the mod making that possible. Because the mod is enabling physics on a part that isn't... Aha. It's the mod making that possible, and it's only when I enable the mod, I would presume then. Wait. Go back, I wasn't controlling the right ship. But it doesn't look like... No, it is! It's docked! I mean, it looks friggin' wrong. But it says it's docked. Rotation. Enabled? Disabled? Okay, I'm not even getting the option to do rotation there anymore. Rotation. Enabled. Okay, I can do it here. I don't want to, like, break the whole game. I'm gonna F5 again. Let's experiment. So I'm going to ask it to rotate to snap here. Negative 0.05, it's actually getting further away from the center. From being correct. Okay, maybe I don't mess with that, then. Rotation, disable. What happened? I right-clicked something and it jumped somewhere. I just want to make sure that rotation is disabled at all the places now. Good. PCETA, 1 minute! Turn it 90 degrees, then rotate after, said Turbo Nutter at some point. About what? I don't get it. I don't understand. But yeah, we have technically, the game is telling me that I need to undock over here if I wanted to disconnect this part. And it's telling me on the other side that I need to undock from here. We've got dual docking. It's working. Aussie. Thank you for the follow. Is it Aussie? Is it Osborne? Who are you? Where's my ship? It's floating away. Okay. This is excellent. I couldn't have hoped for better. So, the last piece here just needs to be, this end needs to hit that end. Alright, here we go. Decouple the node. It's going to pop away. I'm going to hit time warp so that it stops rotating so badly. And then I'm going to go to, not you, but you. And we're going to go pick this guy up from this end. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. You know I won't actually look to see if I'm wrong. Do correct me if I'm wrong, anyway. Okay. So, go chase after him now. Don't let him get far enough away from you. There you go. Yeah, be gaining on him. I'm going to need SAS on, RCS off. And let's start moving ourselves into a grab-em position. Like that. That would be a good... Actually, that would be a very good position. I'd be properly upside down for where I want to stick it. You know what I mean? In fact, that would be the best position. So RCS, give me a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. Catch him. Catch him, catch him. Where are you? And oh, okay. No, well, don't catch him too quick, because I got to move you out of there. Give me the camera aimed there. And give me a bit of an N. Damn, we're right on course. So it's going to be inverted, Pawn. Just bear that in mind. It's going to be like this to slow you down. And it's gonna be like this. Yeah. Yeah. And then N. N. We got it? Well, you could have it if you just spun the ship a little bit. There you go. There you... Frag. There you go. RCS off. Got her. Okay. Now immediately target the place where you're something in the other. Aim, no, not aim the camp, set it as the target. Ah, crap. That reset things? It did. Alright. F5. The final piece is going into the loop. I almost beat the pizza. I didn't, though. Did I? A guy called Pie. Let's flip it out. Ah, the pizza! You almost beat the pizza! It's, SAS on, RCS on, H. Get me back home. In a hurry. By which I mean, you know, a few tenths of a meter per second is what we're going to do. Half a meter per second. It's the speed at which we're going. Oh, and also, Pawn, you could do it right, couldn't you? From this far out, I could use... There we go. That's more or less on target. We'll be there in just a moment. F5. How we doing on monoprop? 69.79. We are fine. Just came back. May have guessed wrong what was going on, lol. What? The sentence do with words make of? So I'm trying to do something in Flash, and I'm running into a bug from 2010, and it still isn't fixed, as it's a secret to ponies every... What the F, Flash? It's, yeah. That's my experience just with software generally these days, you know? I use a lot of Adobe products for video editing, so I know something about software that never gets patched. Cheer 5, okay, so the good news is I have pizza. The bad news is I just physically tore the door off my oven. You were in a hurry, weren't you? Did the pizza survive the door tearing off procedure? Also, it's going to be rather hot, so, to avoid, you know, effing with it until a little bit later. There, now we're dead on target. F5 again, and screw it. Time warp me. Get me over there. Make it happen. Yes, it did. Okay, the pizza did survive, says a guy called Pie. Good. That's the most important thing. That's what we all needed. I needed to hear that. You know? Just thinking about a lost pizza. That I may have had something to do with, putting you in a rush to get back here and see the final piece of our space station ring going into place after 5 live streams? Has it been 5 live streams we've been assembling this? I don't know. Pull me in. And, fight the, going downness, because you don't need the going downness anymore. You could use some of the catness, though. There we go, a little bit like that. Hit it. RCS off. Sliding her into place. Just, you know, I've gotten really good at American Truck Simulator parking, and it's helping me here. No, wrong direction. Need to, like that. RCS off. Gently maneuver. Don't hit though. Looks like we're gonna make it past. We're definitely wobbling, but I think we're gonna make it past. And we're sliding. Whoa, well, okay. Yeah, that's a rub. That is a rub. It's a bit of a rub there, but nuggets, but come on, magnet. Damn you, it was close. It's close. Oh crap. Now I'm like, come on, shove it in there. It's the last piece, and you don't want to do that. You do not want to. Don't just try and shove it in there, okay? It's never worked out for anybody at a bar. Over there. So this. Slowly moving. Make sure I'm got my camera aimed where it wants to be. Yes, indeed. We're doing on... Okay. Wait. Yeah. There you go. Touch it. It's touched. They're touching. There's touching going on. Oh, they're making babies. The babies are being made. If I detached from here, would that ruin it? You know what? Don't mess with it, Pawn. Let it make its final attachment. This is it, people. The final attachment of the ring to the... It's not happening, is it? Not actually. I'm gonna try and undock from here. Did you do it? Did you do it? I think they did it. They look attached. Oh, magnets here. Magnets here. It's happening. It's all happening. Well, it's trying. It's gonna rip itself apart now. The last piece is in place, right? That's how this is gonna work. Son of a biscuit. Where's the piece that was wobbling just a second ago? It's docked here now. Is that where we were waiting for it to dock? Oh my god. We got a ring. We have a ring, ladies and gentlemen. There is a ring on that finger. If you want sex with it, something, put a ring on it. We did it! I think I did it! Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thanks. How you doing? It's not very round, is it? Says a guy called... Shut up, David Bowie! Where are those explosions, says Tisapep. And Pony, we did it, Reddit! Celebration of celebrations! I think we did it! I think that's it. Alright. That's it for the live stream. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time. Bye. I'm kidding, we're not done. Cheer 5. Celebration of cheers! Where are those epic explosions? Yeah, good work, Pawn. I think we got it. F5. First off, if I hadn't already, and number 2 is, let's look at the rotation on this. Can I get you to rotate to a snap, even though you're attached everywhere else now, too? It snaps straight to 0. Okay, if it's right in the save file, then it's right everywhere else. That's it. Then that is it. F5, 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 F5. I need to park the Pilgrim up, and then I need to fly that away, and then we will actually have... Well, and then there's something over here as well. There's some things that need done, but not many. Where do you need to park up now, Pilgrim? How about right there? How about you be the first one to park at one of our new places? Our new docking ports on the exterior of the ring. Set you as my target. This is it. The final maneuvers. Holy crap, we made a ring around a space station. I don't have to play this game ever again. Very satisfying. Very satisfying. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Go park her up and call it a good day. Who was it that did all this for us? Heroes 451 and Tisapef, Schwarzenegger, Kerman were the pawns. Deep Pawn 9 is complete, says a guy called Pi. Damn it. I'm sorry, I'm too chuffed at what I've just done to be, you know, funny. So you guys keep the good jokes going. Because I should have come up with that. Look at it! Look at it! Damn it. Will you look at it? On a frickin' live stream at 1080p 60, and nobody will frickin' look at it! It's huge! I mean, it's of a decent size. I've never had any complaints before. Oh, look, and with this thing coming out the bottom, I don't know, it's looking like Star Trekker, so it's like it's got one nacelle attached to it, you know? In the event of emergency, fire up the warp nacelle, and, just, like, spin, I guess. At light speed. Well, several times past light speed. Move it in. Move it in and finish it. Finish it. I just need to park you up. I might actually need this for something else. Because I forget what I'm supposed to be doing with this, but I think everything else is under its own power, and can be flown away easily. Not sure, though. I've got my adapter over there. Maybe I should park up to the adapter. Don't, Pawn. Just park her up. Park her up and call it a massive frickin' success. Pawn, I'm busy looking at bucks. I don't have time for your space station. This is why there are no names. So, I need more butts on the space station. Wish you would have told me that before I dragged up all these Ronin pawns for the marketing instead. Aim the camera at that butt. See, there's butts here. You just gotta look for them. You know? Whatever you look for, you'll find it. Especially if they're butts. I mean, I usually do. Okay. Slow you down on this side. Oh! Came in a little bit fast and hard. But, I'm telling you, there's tons of butts here. We're parked at the PBR Hammer. It could still be the PBR. What does it look like now? Now, we do have to rename it. But before we rename it, there's many other things that need to be done. Not many, just a couple of things. You need to piss off. This thing needs to piss off. F5. F5. This is just part of the, getting it up here process. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the electric charge on that probe. I'm going to control from the probe before I detach, and then I'm going to detach you. Decouple the node. Control this thing. Watch out for your electric charge, because that's the biggest issue here, buddy. And then... Oh, there I am. Right. And then which way is down? Can I have SAS, and can you find your own retrograde? You can, using a fair bit of that electric charge to do so, but... Goodbye! Goodbye! There it goes! There it goes, everybody. Following its retrograde. Goodbye, PBR hammer probe thing, whatever your purpose was. I hope I didn't need you and forgot about something. He had probably a lot of fuel that I could have left up here. That would have been a thing, huh? No, he's out of fuel now. It's fine. Can't you change the flag on a ship afterwards, as a guy called... Oh, can you? You want butts? No butts. No, we have sans or. And then this is the last thing that needs to be gotten rid of as well. Oh, you got tons of fueling you, though. I'm not letting you have all that fuel when you drive yourself away. You got a probe also. So yeah. You should be able to fly. What do you got in terms of monoprop? Because you don't need any of it. Nope. Give me all that monoprop. Leave that at the station. In, please. There we go. We got all the monoprop that was on board this ship. I want the fuel as well. Most of, but not all, because it does need to deorbit it. Oh, no, not in. Out. Okay, and then in. Stop. In. Stop. Is that enough to push itself away? In. Stop. In. Stop. That's probably good. That's probably good. Another F5. Any more resources on this thing that I'm forgetting about? You. Reaction wheels that I don't need anymore. We're just jerking me before. Rechargeable battery bank. You're fine. Get the hell out of here, buddy, I think. We want bots. The space station isn't gay enough, Paul, and we demand more gay. I could make my logo. I could put some... I don't want to say anything because it's like... The rainbow is that... I don't know. Is that offensive to someone or something? I could put my rainbow on my... I could put... two people of the same gender making sweet love into my... that wouldn't insult anyone, right? SAS on, can you find your own retrograde for me? That's the wrong ship, Pawn. That is definitely the wrong ship. Okay, stop. Get the other... I wasn't controlling the right. Get SAS on. Can you find your retrograde for me before the ship crashes into you? And could you also piss off? Activate the engine? Oh, there we go. There we go. Goodbye, you! Where'd it go? Somewhere over there. Goodbye! Another thing, just flying off on its retrograde. Thank you for your contributions to the space station. We don't need you anymore. We did it. We did it, people.
We did it.
Groggles. I now have a ringish space station up here. It's pretty circular. It's circular-ish. It's a little bit of an oval. But it had to be, for reasons. I don't recall what they are now, but they were important. Cheer 5, I'm offended that you made a space station covered in advertising that doesn't include anything for my general stores, says the Secretary Pony. Well, from the right angle, and we do need the right angle, from the right angle, Pony, the hammer portion could be seen as sort of a stick with a sign coming out of it. I could fly something with a bunch of lights up here that says visit Pony's General Store. I don't know. So that's that and that. I want a radial... Depends on where I'm controlling from. Control from here. That's where I'm controlling from. I think then, from your perspective, you want a radial in. Because I want this thing, you know, sitting with the logos down toward Kerbal. And I think that's where we're headed to right now. And it's beautifully frickin' sturdy and stable, based on the fact that we managed to get all of the docking ports. I thought it was just going to be one of them, and one was going to look like it was connected. We got all of the docking ports to actually attach on this thing. It's solid as a rock. Or, if we need more gay up here, solid as a cock. Look at that. Look at that. Also, okay, since these are corridors, and wow, what's the camera? Can I have another one? Oh! Hello, fellas. It's also well populated in here. Ah! Can I have a camera that doesn't suck? Do you have one of those? Have you gotten one of those, maybe? Why are you not, like, finding your way to the radial out? Yeah, it's right there. Just do it. Thank you. In the event that any of my Kerbals should, like, you know, revolt against me, basically anywhere that you are on the ship right now, I can just jettison you into space. And then you're dead. So it's beautiful. It's made for all purposes, you know, just if there's somebody in there, just... Also that was penetrating that. Oh, that's the last thing that needs to be done. Alright, I think that is truly the last thing that needs to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me introduce you to the PBR ovum. It's the ovum, right? Is everyone cool with that? That's a good name, isn't it? The PBR ovum. Extend all of my solar panels into the wind. Do we like that name? The ovum? Yeah. It's like the Orville, but different. They're girls, you idiot. Their sole biological purpose is to be attractive to men. Guy called Pie. You are a horrible person, aren't you? And, in pure Ronin Pawn style, I broke off one of our, solar panels on the way up. So there you go. I mean, I didn't really break it off, but it broke off anyway. Look at that. Look at it. Will you look at it? Why don't you look? It's 1080-60. And you still won't look at my penis. Space stage. Ovum. My ovum. Look at that. Look at it. Damn, son. That really is the last thing that needed to be done, isn't it? We now have 3,920 electric charge. And somehow... Oh, okay. I was going to say, we're not generating enough to keep the space station charged. For a moment, we weren't. When we get onto the other side of the planet, we won't either. Ah, it's lovely. Man, this pizza sucked, says a guy called Pie. But the show was good. Ronin Pawn, an engineer can repair a broken solar panel. Really? They can? Well, shoot. Who's an engineer up here? We got scientist, engineer. Tsapef Jr. the Third. Will you go on an EVA for me? Will you have a bit of an EVA? Push off. It's not an insult, I'm just saying. Push off, mate. RCS. And then... let's go down and fix my broken solar panel. I had no idea. Let's get nice and close to him so we can see what just the size and scale of the thing, whatever it is that I made here, when we're, you know, Kerbal-sized. Okay, head on over. Head on up to the Apple Waps. Do some rocket things in Ronin Pawn's giant circle that he made in the sky. We call it the ovum. Do-do-do-do-do. I can't even click on it, sadly. Can't even... Okay, you stay there for a moment while I merge the camera inside of things to try and click on my broken solar panel. Yeah. Maybe it's too broken to be fixed or something? Because, I mean, there it was, and I can't click on it. I can't even select the damn thing. No matter from what angle I'm looking. How about if I get inside and then click out? Yeah, it's not. It don't do. It don't do. Were you just trying to make a fool of me one last time after I made this whole thing by saying, yeah, he can repair it, because where's he gonna get the parts to repair this? It's pretty friggin' broken. And gone. Well, really, this pizza was underwhelming. It looks like a blender attachment. Yeah, I can't. I can't even select that bit of thing. Damn it. Damn it. I think you're just making a fool of me. I'm sure they can, says Groggles. There's just no bit to even select. Like, even on the ones that are still attachable, I can't select them without mousing over the deployable part. And this one doesn't even have a deployable part anymore. Yeah, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. More KSP bullshit, says Groggles. Yes, it's freaking this game. Stupid game, I hate it. Who's in there? Zorglob Kerman is up here. Who's in this one? Anybody in that one? The 14th Doctor. Who's in the cupola right now? Noah Jr. the 3rd Esquire Kerman. There's no room down there for you. I was seeing if there was a place where you could go. What about in here? Those are empty. But I can't really get you in there without putting you in somewhere else. So you're gonna have to go in. Was it this one that you came out of? Yeah. Wow. You don't get far from home, do you? Hey! Don't hit the space station. You're gonna knock us out of orbit with your big stupid head. Decent Beth. Can I please get in? Could I? What about the me getting in part? F. Bored. We did it. We did it, and we're getting we got our frame rates back now that it's a more stable, sort of a solid craft.
Yay!
Now build a sister station and have them do battle, says Loafy Loop. No, I mean, how do you like one-up this? How do you make this any cooler than it already is? I mean, first off, you know, screenshot? How about a screenshot? Could we get one of those? In fact, dead center of the screen looks pretty good. No mouse. Hide the mouse behind me. Hang on. It's hard with a green screen. I mean, you have no idea how difficult the lives of the meteorologists on the news are. Just want to like grab it. There we go. Grab it like that. Is it like that? So now you get a screenshot. Send it to Twitter, where I don't actually participate with Twitter anymore. Is that not? Wait, not that. Like, how do you one-up this? I can't think of any way that anyone could possibly one-up that we just built this thing, you know? It would... What would you even do? What would you even do? I suppose you could have the Borg attack. That's one of the things that you could do, right? Borg attack. Oh, you have to have it up, don't you? Damn it. Object thrower. Be up, but be almost out of the shot. There you go. Borg attack! It's very sturdy, very sound construction. Really is. I mean, if the Borg weren't attacking, it would have been fine. Oh, good, that Borg missed. I was just trying to move the mouse. I wasn't trying to... No, not the Pilgrim! Okay. We did it! We did it! Pull and get naked to celebrate. Ah! I got my frame rates back, anyway. I got my frame rates back. Yeah! Hit it! Hit it! Come on! Come on! Ugh, I gotta lead the shot. Lead the shot! Ugh. One of them's gotta hit, right? I don't know how far away it is now. Ugh. Come on. Somebody... One small explosion for mankind. A giant explosion for the Ronin Paw channel. Nope. Damn it. Well, we put all that effort in, and now it's gone, and it'll never be back. Ever again. That's the kind of thing we do around here on the Ronin Pawn channel. It's a very zen-friendly kind of a place. You know, we make paintings out of sand, and then we blow them away because we do not have attachments. Oh, hey, it's back, and it's awesome, and I'm keeping it forever. Unless it broke. Don't break! Don't break! Dude, dog, doggles. And you're still on and you got the right attachment point there? Yes. The PBR vulva? Is that what I was calling it? What was I calling it? Ovum. Right. Let's rename it. It's the ovum. You thought I wasn't serious. You were hoping I wasn't serious, weren't you? PBR. No, don't maneuver anywhere. PBR hammer. It's the PBR ovum. I don't know what an ovum is, but I think it's a funny word. And I don't know if that's how you spell it, but that's how I spelled it. PBR ovum. Now in orbit. Ready to visit. Pawn, rotate the parts with the solar panels so they are perpendicular to the ring. I mean, so they're sticking out top and bottom? Nope.
Nope.
This is how it was designed in the VAB. This is how we... I mean, yeah, it's not going to generate electricity, you know, very well, and sun is... But the sun is in all kinds of different places. I like it like this.
I like it like
That. And also we've got parking on the bottom of the ring, here and here. We've also got parking at the ends, where we've got this fella, but also here, with a large one. Do I have any other parking? We've got all the parking spaces that were around the center now available. We're ready to open up the tourist program at the Ovum. I can't believe that we finished the construction of the ring in 2.5 hours. You know, and half of that was me complaining about the city of Detroit. And, you know, Kerbal Space Program in general. I'm happy with it, Pony. I think they're fine. And I think we're done here for the day. Are you sure you want to exit to the main menu? Just take me back to the friggin' what the Space Center do. I made a ring in space, people. I made a ring on a space station. I didn't hyper-edit it up. I didn't just build it and, you know, wrap it all in giant 20-meter fairings. And then I brought it up in pieces and assembled it in space because some part of me that clearly hates me thought that would be fun. Tell you what it was, though. It was damn satisfying to see the whole thing built together. Now build a Dyson sphere. Easy, says Tisapev. Can I just launch a whole bunch of probes that just, you know, they can be in a spherical, just absorbing the... It's way more efficient than actually building a Dyson sphere. Pong, you should really check out the NSFW chat right now, says Why Are There No Names? Okay, will do. Not gonna do. Not gonna do. Take it to Duna now, says the to everybody. Well, we'll have to do that. Next time. Next time on the Road and Pawn channel. We did it. We did it. Holy crap. I made a thing in Kerbal. A slightly impressive thing. I need more KSPs, says a guy called Pi. Well, I don't know where you're gonna get it from now on. You know, there's EJSA, there's Kerbal Space Academy or whatever that is. It's the KSA thing. Das Valdez, you know, there's some KSP there. We'll see. I have no idea whether or not KSP will even be back on this channel. I would suspect it will be. Maybe after a bit of time. Goodbye to the NSFW chat and to all the minorities and the Cupcake Landers, apparently. Hold on, check my last message. I gave up on KSP, says Groggles. You did? Congratulations! Pawn out!